Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. We've got some big news coming up today. Potentially, hopefully, we're going to cover it live later on this afternoon. It'll be covered by Vaz. We've got an announcement from Trump. Are we about to get an announcement about or hint at who the new Fed chair will be? We know that Trump is keen on replacing Jerome Powell, and his pick that we think is going to happen could be very, very beneficial and bullish for crypto. So are we about to get XRP and Bitcoin and everything else rally? Well, according to Tom Lee, who has said we could reach $2,000 on Bitcoin by the end of the year, that's now been changed to a potential high, which is 126 by the end of January. Things are changing all the time with Tom Lee. People often forget he's more wrong than he's right. They forget that. Anyway, nevertheless, this is what's happening. So do you think that we are going to get this big announcement today? Well, we're going to find out, because we're going to cover it in our news today, and we're also going to cover it live on the show. So if you've just tuned in, welcome. My name is Martyn Lucas. This is the start of Season 5. Please tap the like button when you come in. It helps the channel, more likely to get recommended our content. As you can see, we are very green today, and consider subscribing. This is the year that we think will go to 500,000 subscribers. It's been an amazing run so far, and we are accelerating all the time. Welcome to the studio. It's lovely to see you all here. I hope you're all well on this fine morning. Remember, and you can see from my trades on the screen, I'm always making money. I share with you all my trades live. Everything is here. 94 trades, 91 wins. I've got to update that. It's now over 100 trades and 99% wins. I don't lose, and there's a good reason for that. I'll explain it all. But right now, we're going to cover the news, and this is directly from our newsletter today. Every single day we have our very own newsletter that comes out, and you can get it. We've got a email every morning. We've got a website, an app coming soon, and many other things. And we share our news with you, our own research. We put it all together. We fact check, we verify, and we bring out our own news. We don't rely on other services. We do our own research. I have direct links with Press Room White House Contact, Bank of America, Robinhood, and many other things. I speak directly, and then we share our own news through our Sensei Live website newsletter. So if you'd like to get hold of that, you can get it for free, a free trial. Everything is free here. We don't sell you any training programs. If you want to get the newsletter, then you can. Or just realized, have I just posted that? Yes, I did. Do you know what I've done? I've missed out my little thing. I've missed a little thing this morning. I've got to put my little thing back up. It's me pop-out chat. I was thinking there's something missing here. It is. Let me stick that over there. All right, okay. I've dropped it in the chat for you. And by the way, if you sign up for our newsletter and get a free trial, you also can be entered into our free draw. We're giving away $2,000 of our own money and our sponsors' money. Remember, we only take sponsorship from our members, our viewers, not corporate sponsorship. So there is the newsletter if you want it. We've got a Black Friday sale on Alpha Spread and Seeking Alpha. If you want that at the moment, there's 20% discount. There is my Seeking Alpha and Alpha Spread. That's how I do all my reviews, and all my reviews starting after this news. I'm going to be covering that as soon as I'm back in the studio again. That'll probably be tomorrow morning. We've got a list of about 20 reviews to do for you. All right. If you want to follow me on X and Instagram, there it is. If you want some free shares from Robinhood USA, there it is. And Robinhood UK, there it is. And if you want to talk to me directly, the only way you can talk to me directly in my private little community where we have video calls and all kind of things is on my Discord. There it is if you want to be part of my community. All right. Let's get straight into this news this morning from our very own newsletter. Oh, before I show you, this is my full position. I'm 100% in the S&P 500. I started with $5,000. I've now got 284.6. It's a new all-time high. I don't lose, and I'll explain why I don't lose on the shows. But this is my real money, from $5,000 to that, and we're doing rather well. I think you agree. I'm only in the S&P 500. I've sold my single Bitcoin. I held a Bitcoin. I've sold my XRP. I'm out of it at the moment, and I'm 100% in the S&P. So let me bring you the news, and we'll also cover some all your Q&A as well. At the end, we switch to members only, and we do live Q&A where we answer everyone's questions. Do you know what? This news I'm about to give you is so good from our newsletter. We can't have 330 watching with 50 likes. That's rubbish. It's so rubbish. You know what I'm going to do? This is what I'm going to do. Here we go. There's how many likes we've got. We got 51. That's no good. 100 likes, I'll bring you the news. So let's bring up the music. We're not going to do it until we get 100 likes. Here we go. Tap the like button. Let's see if we can roll it around. 51 likes. Let's get to 100 likes and then bring you the news. Let's rock and roll. All right. We're now 53. We're on the way. 100 likes and we share the news. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. There's the time above my head, 70:45. We're always live. No videos here. Nothing edited. Always live. 89. We've got 11 to go. 11 to go. Let's refresh the screen. Did we get there? Did we get there? Boom. Straight in, 110. I'm loving it. All right. Great stuff. You did it. Fantastic. Thank you very much indeed. All right. Let's get straight on with the news this morning. Let's do it. Okay. Let's get straight into it. So here it is. Thank you very much for liking it. Just helps us grow here on YouTube. More importantly, though, for you, it makes sure that you get the content that you want. If you don't like it, YouTube doesn't know what to suggest you. Right. So the news is this. In our newsletter this morning, what have we got? Trump confirms. Oops, get rid of that. Fed pick. Hassett leads the pack. Well, we're going to find out today. Vaz is going to cover this event live. So later on this afternoon, before my closing bell show, Vaz will be live covering this. You really want to make sure they cover this. I wouldn't suggest you miss it for a minute. All right. Okay. So what is the news? Thank you, Sensei's wife, for these wonderful graphics that go in the newsletter. To a tremendous job. Really do like it. Powell's seat, tax cutter. Well, this guy... If this is the winner, if this is the guy that becomes the new Fed chair, it's very pro-crypto because he likes free money. He's not concerned so much about inflation. He thinks we've got that under wraps. He thinks we're okay with that. What he wants is to focus on is, whoops-a-daisy, where's my little mouse gone? Yeah, he wants to focus on... I've got something wrong here. No, he wants to focus. Ignore me. He wants to focus on growth, and this will really bring liquidity into the crypto market. So it could be a big story, and Trump could announce it today. So on Sunday, President Trump confirmed he has selected the next Federal Reserve chair. So he's already done it. Hasn't announced it yet. While he kept the specific name private, insiders identify Kevin Hassett, his current top economic advisor. As the overwhelming frontrunner, Hassett appeared on Sunday talk shows to claim that recent drops in Treasury yields prove the market supports the administration's direction. With Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent hinting at a formal announcement before Christmas, the White House is moving fast to replace Jerome Powell well before his term officially ends in 2026. Well, there's no evidence to support that he can do that, but that is what he's hoping. And you can see today on this news, we've got Bitcoin up 0.62. I'm still out of it. I owned a whole Bitcoin recently and I sold it. XRP is up 1.23. I bought this at 38. I'm currently out. I'm 100% in the S&P at the moment. So anyway, this matters because Hassett represents a regime shift towards aggressive, easy money. Unlike the typical cautious central banker, he is a tax policy architect who actively argues that current interest rates are strangling the economy. He has publicly stated that rates up 3% percentage points too high, and that he would be cutting right now if he held the gavel. Hassett nomination signals the Fed would pivot from strictly fighting inflation to prioritizing maximum growth. Now remember, growth is great. We all like growth. When you grow businesses, you make money, people are employed. However, when you grow, you fuel inflation. So you can't grow too quickly. There's always a balance in the economy. And with what Sensei talked about a few moments ago on the breakfast show, he spoke about the yen carry trade. So many people are getting this wrong. They're talking about, I heard in the chat, people going on about XRP, and it's good for XRP, the reverse carry trade. I heard this yesterday on my show. There's some idiots going around on X telling people the most stupid stuff. It's complete there's not even such a thing as a reverse carry trade. Absolutely bonkers. And XRP has nothing to do with it. We like XRP on this show. We understand it, but it has nothing to do with the issues of the yen carry trade, the unwinding of positioning. It's ridiculous. It has nothing to do with it. I don't know what on earth. Well, I do know what's going on. The people on X just like talking bloody rubbish to get clicks. I don't even bother with that. I'm not monetized on X. I just tell you the truth. And please do go and check on my X account. This is important. When you go on my X account, always click the grok here. See at the top here, and you will see it fact checks me. All my information is true and honest and real. Go and check everybody else other than Sensei and Vaz. Everyone on X talking about crypto hasn't got a bloody clue. They're all making up stuff. They're all bloody idiots. And I don't pull my punches. Most people on X are bloody idiots. They just want to get clicks. Well, the difference is I made my fame and fortune as the world piano man. I've toured the world, and I'm here to help people, not to sell training courses. They're free. They're on our newsletter. I go live all day. I don't make videos. I just go live, so it's all real. But yeah, there's some bloody idiots out there talking nonsense. Some people keep coming in the chat mentioning Jake Claver or something. And he's on about this reverse carry. It's complete nonsense. But, you know, they sell trading programs, they sell ETFs, they sell all this. We don't sell anything. And do you know why we don't sell stuff on this channel? Because I always win on my trades. I always make money. I don't need to sell training programs. I don't need to sell courses. I make money all the time, so I provide my service for free. Take it or leave it. All right? It is what it is. If you don't agree, that's up to you. Right. Anyway, so make sure that you do go and check the grok on my posts and everybody else's, and you'll soon realize that people don't even know what they're talking about. I don't think they even care. They just want to get clicks, makes them feel famous. God knows why. You're not famous because you have followers on X, even though I have 8,000. It's not what we do here. Anyway, this matters because Hassett represents a regime shift. This is important towards aggressive, easy money. You know what that means? That means liquidity. That means everybody starts buying high-risk assets once again. Doesn't mean it's right, though. Unlike the typical cautious central banker, referring to Jerome Powell, of course, he is a tax policy architect who actively argues that current interest rates are strangling the economy. He has publicly stated that rates are up to 3 percentage points too high, and that he'd be cutting right now if he held the gavel. A Hassett nomination signals that the Fed would pivot from strictly fighting inflation to prioritizing maximum growth, likely operating with much closer alignment to the White House's political agenda. Now, this is what Sensei said. This is Sensei's newsletter, of course. Watch the 10-year Treasury yield. Now, this is important. No one talks about, I don't see anyone on YouTube talking about Treasury yields, bonds. I invest in them. I own SGOV, SGOV. I lend money to the government all the time. No one talks about it. You know why? It's not sexy. It's not rock and roll. It's not get rich in 5 minutes. However, I've gone from 5 grand to nearly 300 grand in 4 years, and I've got no margin, no stress. So just consider that for the moment, that bonds are bigger than the stock market. They actually are, and they're more powerful, but most people don't understand them. So they don't talk about it. It's not sexy. It's not rock and roll. Whenever you talk about it, no one cares or even watches your videos. So, but I look at it. I've got money in SGOV at the moment, which is the best way to protect my money while I'm waiting for the next event. And when I buy with conviction, and I'll win again. It's not about dollar cost averaging. That's a rubbish statement as well. Warren Buffett doesn't dollar cost average. He buys with conviction. He talks about dollar cost averaging because people that don't understand and that read comic books like simple headlines like dollar cost average. Doesn't mean he does it. Doesn't mean I do it. I buy with conviction. Anyway, so Sensei said Hassett wants, oops, I'll just put it on the screen. He said Hassett wants lower rates, but if long-term yields spike above 4.5 on his nomination, it signals the bond market fears his dovish policies will actually reignite inflation. So there it is. That's a really great, important statement. If I put that in an X post, no one would read it. No one would comment. If I made a video on it, no one would watch it. However, I shall be watching the bonds. And if I see bonds spike above 4.5%, I will sell my S&P and I will buy bonds. Because there's nothing worse than inflation. Growth is great, but the biggest problem is inflation. So what you want to do is, if you recognize the bonds are going above 4.5, Sensei is absolutely right. I'll be trimming because I'm always making money on the S&P. I will trim from the top, not the bottom, to lower my average, to not pay tax. Remember, rich people never sell their assets. They borrow against it, which is what I do. I will trim off the top. I will move more money into SGOV, which is the way I do it. It's the best way for me because I've got liquidity and I can get in and out very quickly, and I can access assets I want to buy when they go down to a certain value, not price. But anyway, that's a really important statement there, and I'm so proud of Sensei putting that in there. Watch the 10-year Treasury yield. Hassett wants lower rates, but if long-term yields spike above 4.5 on his nomination, it signals the bond market fears his dovish policies will actually reignite inflation. So what that means is when the bond market goes up, it makes stocks less attractive because you can now earn guaranteed money. Now, remember, if you've got no money, you probably think that's rubbish. You're not interested in 4.5%, are you? You go, oh, I don't want, that's no good for me. I want thousands of percent. I want thousands of percent. Well, that's great. It's a bit silly. It's not how it works. If you make money consistently and you never lose money, it adds up. I remember when I was on the cruise ships touring the world as the world piano man, and everybody would get off the ship and they would say, why are you still working, Martyn? I said, because there's no one else here. I've got the whole ship to myself. So while you're on the beach spending money on drugs, smoking and doing all kinds of stuff, I'm in the piano bar entertaining an empty ship with the guests that stayed behind with the money. And they would give me $1 tip over and over and over again. A few years later, I got off the ship and bought my house. Then I could start investing. Dollars add up. If you keep winning, never lose, it adds up. And when it compounds, it makes a huge difference. Anyway, we're going to cover this next news for you. We're going to keep it going. In a minute, we'll be live on Wall Street. There it is. We're waiting to go live to Wall Street. We will be ringing the bell this morning and seeing which way the market goes, covering it all live. So there will be a members only session as well. The last half an hour of the show will be all members only, live Q&A, phone-ins, and more extra exclusive content. But let's talk about some more news here with crypto. Before I do it, I'm going to read some comments. Let me read a few comments. I'll read everybody's comments when we go members only. Jake does. My word is my bond, says Marjorie. No idea why people keep promoting Jake all the time on this show. I don't know. Jake Claver, no idea why. Please stop giving Jake and Zach airtime. It's very antagonizing. Well, if people mention it, I read it out. I mean, you give me the script. If you write these words in the chat, I read them out, unless they're offensive. So I'm not antagonizing anyone, am I? I'm reading your comments. So that's a bit silly to say that. You're not even a member, so, you know, they don't really care what you say anyway. I can't stand either one of them. They talk bloody nonsense. Okay, we've got a lot of trolls into that today. Do you know what I'm going to do? I can't be doing with this. I'm going to switch over to members only for a minute because we got a lot of idiots in the chat talking nonsense. We're investors here. We haven't got time. We haven't got time for silliness. We're investors and we're just going to ignore all that waste of our time. Investors are here to make money, not talk bloody stupid in the chat. So we are now in members only mode. So if you are a member, you can comment. We'll go back to general subscribers shortly, but we're here to make money, not lark around with idiots in the chat. Right, let's go on to this story here, our crypto story, infinite mint glitch. This story made me laugh when Tom Lee came on and said, there's a glitch, and it's not a problem. People lost all their money and they got margin called. It's just a glitch. I'm sure the people that lost all their money who shouldn't have done due to a glitch see it slightly differently. But anyway, let's talk about the glitch. If you just tuned in, please tap the like button. It's the most honest channel on YouTube TV. I'm here to help people make money, have fun, build a community. I'm not here to sell you anything or tell you what you want to hear. I'm here to tell you what I believe you need to hear. The choice whether you listen to it is up to you. 100,000 people do. So Bitcoin and the broader crypto complex sold off into the Asia open after Yearn Finance disclosed a critical exploit in its YETH liquidity pool. An attacker utilized an infinite mint vulnerability to print tokens and drain roughly 9 million in liquid staking assets, routing 1,000 Ethereum through Tornado Cash to obfuscate the trail. While Yearn confirmed its core V2 and V3 vaults remain secure, the incident triggered hundreds of millions of derivative liquidations, dragging Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP down into the red. By the way, all of our information is from our own newsletter, fully verified. Look at my position again today. Look, up another $800. Lovely. Another green day in the market. I'm loving it. We got another all-time high. 285 would be another all-time high. Let's have a little look. 284662. Not quite there, but we will be today, I think, on this news. Oh, 284798. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, let's do a couple of comments now. We are in members-only mode. I can talk to investors, not idiots. So, good move. What, getting rid of the trolls? Absolutely. We're not here for that. We're not here to sell videos or make ad revenue. We're here to provide a service. Jay Hoffman, good mood. Thank you. Good morning, Zach. Stephen Lewandowski, how are you? This is our oil man. Now, our oil man, you can talk to him in the chat. He's also active on Discord as well, which is my community. And that's for premium members only. Don't join it for free. You'll see nothing there if you do. But you can talk to Stephen Lewandowski. He's our oil man. Made lots of money from oil. So you want to know about oil? This is the man. I'll give you a few links. You've got Alpha Spread Seeking Alpha. There you go. That's our two analysis tools. They're on Black Friday and Cyber Monday at the moment. There's my Instagram and X. There's my Discord. Remember, do not send me do not accept a friend request from me. I never send them. You send them to me when you're premium. If you're not premium, I don't see you. All right. There's the member link. I think that's everything you need for a minute. Yeah, it is. By the way, if anybody wants to win $2,000, we're giving away. We're celebrating season 5. We've made so much money investing. We're giving away $2,000. 1,000 of our money and 1,000 of one of our viewers' money. We take sponsorship from our members, not corporate, and we're giving away $2,000. I'll talk to you about our sponsor in a minute, one of our viewers, but we're giving away $2,000 for free, no purchase necessary. If you want to win, we're literally giving it away on the show. If you want to win, just say yeah. If I've got any interest, if anyone's interested, I'll tell you how you can win it. It's free. You haven't got to download, buy anything. We just like helping people, giving money away. We think it's fun to do. I think we're in for a green or red day. Think we are in for a green or red day in general. I'm not sure what that means, Jamie. Chris, hello everyone. Ganja, good, thank you. I don't think they were talking to you, Martin. It was in the chat. Oh, well. Things get confused. But, you know, there you go. It is what it is. Yep, says Mike. Are you still holding EVTL? No, I sold it for a profit. Expecting the market to dump, and it did, and I sold it for a profit. I'm only in the S&P. Thank you, Martin. Enough with wasting time reading nonsense. Yeah, I know. Yolanda, by the way, if you just tuned in, 13%, 13.8% of our audience are ladies now. They don't want the nonsense. They don't want the idiots, the trolls, the baseball cap wearing dudes. They're here to make money and build a family. So thank you, Yolanda. Lovely to have you here. Good morning to you and Leah. Appreciate that. Vaz, oh, by the way, everybody, massive thank you to everybody who's blown up my Facebook page. I couldn't believe it. I've got an award from Facebook this morning. It's like really growing fast. If you've not followed me on Facebook, you might want to do that. You get some free points in the giveaway. There you go. There's my Facebook page. I couldn't believe it. I thought, bloody hell, look at all these new followers. Anyway, thank you ever so much. Right, let me do these comments, and then we got this Bitcoin news. Vaz will be holding EVTOL, I think. Yes, he will. Of course he will. If I recall, Martin sold his a while back. Yep, I did. Made some money too, about 18%. Good morning, William Bond. 1,000x leverage allowed in Asia is a problem. Yes. Anyone who uses 1,000x leverage is stupid. You don't understand numbers. And let me explain. When I say stupid, I'm not just being rude. I'm telling the truth, because if you buy crypto, and I like crypto at the right time, at the right price and the right conditions, and it ain't any of those right now. I've bought a Bitcoin, I bought XRP, I've had Ethereum, I've done it all. It already is an amplified asset. It already has massive growth potential. Why on earth would you put 1,000 times leverage? That's setting fire to fire. I mean, think about it. If you do 100x leverage, it only has to go down 1% and you're liquidated. Well, guess what? XRP and Bitcoin and all the rest of it goes up 10, 20%, down 10, 20%. Why would you want to load a gun to shoot yourself with? 1,000 is 0.1%. Are you mental? So if you do that, you don't understand what you're doing and you're stupid and you shouldn't be doing it. But you'll carry on. Somebody will. Anyway, no one pays attention. Anyway, ho, 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 says Mike, one of our founder members. Off to the market we go. Good afternoon from Denmark. Good morning. Just got here. What did I miss? High energy. Good morning to you. Oh, we had a bit of a row this morning. You'd have loved it. 1970 Buckley. Good morning. Ho, ho, ho. It's off to the market we go. Indeed. Right. Back to the story then, as that we got 20 minutes ago. We'll be live on the bell. There he is. Jim Cramer. Does anyone have a clue what that guy says? He's very smart. Very smart hedge fund manager. Used to be. But I can't understand what he says. I cannot understand his diction. He sounds like what's that? One of those things. One of those Is it Ewoks from Star Wars? Whack, 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 whack. I can't understand him. I just don't, if you just slow down. Anyway, so moving on. We got a new, almost 4 years, Mike, with his new badge. Yeah. The dollar lost here is relatively small, but the outside market reaction reveals serious structural fragility. Investors were already on edge following a weak November and ETF outflows. So this headline acted as a spark in a room full of gas. The heavy liquidation suggested traders were over-leveraged and betting on a December rebound that didn't materialize. No. Will we get a Santa rally though? Well, I think there's about 2 to 5% left in the market. If that's a rally for you, then that's a rally for you. That's where I think anyway. Furthermore, seeing a blue chip DeFi protocol like Yearn suffer an exploit just days after the Upbit hack reignites fears about smart contract risk and composability in the liquid staking sector. Sensei's thoughts on that were watch the liquidation data closely. We need the forced selling to exhaust itself before calling a bottom. It's true. However, my experience of people, and that's what I do more than anything else, is read people, is people don't change. Greed is greed. Stupid is stupid, and people get liquidated and they lose all the money, and there'll be another round of lemmings to do it all over again. It will continue. People will come back and they will do it again. I've no doubt about that they will do it again. People will do it again. So as long as there is greed in the world, people will over leverage and over borrow to buy crypto. It's just the way it is. Look beyond meat, please. I've got a super chat just coming in. Thank you very much indeed. I notice all the super chats. Look at beyond meat, please. All right, I'll bring it up for you. Beyond meat. Beyond meat. All right, let's bring it up for you. This is an interesting asset, this one. I do full stock reviews, but I will take a quick look at it for you. Let's have a little look. This is Beyond Meat. So if we look at the day, we can see we're up today at 7.46. On the week, we're up. Let me just zoom in a little bit for you, make it a bit clearer. There you go, maybe a bit more. There you go. That'll do. 1 month, we are down. 3 months, we are down 42%. Year to date, down 62%. 71%. My God, 99%. Can we go any lower? Can always go lower. Let me take a deeper. Have I got time? This is not a review, but I will take a look using my software. So let's have a look. Beyond Meat. Beyond Meat, BYND. Wasn't there a big rally recently? Yeah. It went up 71%, didn't it? Anyway, let's have a look at this. Give you some factor grades. Sort of a mini review for your $5 super chat. Thank you so much. So valuation is B-. It hasn't improved over 6 months to now. It's still B-. We've got growth at A-. So growth has increased. We've gone from B to A-. Profitability has gone down from D to F. Momentum has gone down from D to F. And revisions, we've had latest news and stuff on the stock, A+. All right. What about short interest? Well, we've got a short interest of 20.55. Now, what that means is if we get anything over 20, we can have a short squeeze with volume. However, don't get too excited. 20% is excessive short interest. GameStop was 100% when it blew off. So don't expect a short squeeze just because it's over 20%. It's the beginning of a potential short squeeze, but we need some momentum and we need some volume. So let's look at the volume. We're not doing a full review. We're just doing a little bit for you. I'll look at it on this app over here, BYND, Beyond Meat. If we just scroll down and we look at the average volume, it's 112. And we have a volume there, 34 million. It is early in the morning. 34 million. Is that about right for the morning? Yeah, I'd say we're about average. Is there anything being shared? No, nothing there. I'll tell you what I'll do. Because I've got a bit of spare time here. I will also, by the way, this software over here is my Seeking Alpha, which has got Black Friday 20% sale at the moment. You might want to check it out. But I'm going to look on Alpha Spread. Alpha Spread is what I use to look at the balance sheet. And I'm always reading balance sheets. I like, a bit like Warren Buffett, I love balance sheets for giving me a real business I can buy and understand. So, shall we just for a moment, if you want Alpha Spread, by the way, I know the CEO and we've got a special deal here. All my members get, like, for a couple of bucks, this software makes my membership for free. I mean, it literally is that good. If you want the link for that, there's Alpha Spread. So, if we look at it, now intrinsic valuation is suggesting the stock is still overvalued by 55%. Believe it or not, it's because of the profits. If we scroll down, I'll start from here, and we'll look at the financials. We got 290 million, down 4%. We've been losing. Our revenue's been going down. Now, if you like this software, it's great, isn't it? I think it's probably the best, most simplest software to analyze a stock. This is what I use to know what to buy within the S&P 500. Thank you, Crypto Commander. We got a new subscriber. Thank you. If you'd like to subscribe, by the way, there's a subscribe button, brings your name up on the screen, and tap the like button as well. Thank you very much. So, operating income. Now, if you don't know what these things mean, you can hover over the box and it will highlight more depth information. Operating income is down. Net income is down 54%. This is not good, is it? This is how you analyze a stock. You see the cash flow. You see what it earns. This is what I use all the time for businesses within the S&P, and I can calculate what the S&P is worth. I do it all the time, right? This is how I don't lose money. I never lose money, as you can see on the screen, right? So let's look at the balance sheet. I did a poll once, and I asked how many people read the balance sheet. It was like 85% of people never read balance sheets. They go on X and listen to idiots. It's amazing, isn't it? It's getting less and less because as our show grows, we're getting more serious investors. We're getting many more ladies, 13.8%. They don't go on X and guess. They read balance sheets. We've got our very own female crypto show starting soon, KC. You heard her yesterday, the way she analyzes things. She doesn't go on X and read silly idiots with baseball caps making up stories. Bloody ridiculous, isn't it? Who does that? Anyway, a lot of people do. A lot of the blokes do. Anyway, there you go. So 599 million in assets. 1.4 is in liabilities. Billion liabilities. Well, there you go. What is it all about? Long-term debt. Here it is. Right there. There's your problem. Now, you wouldn't see that unless you read the balance sheet, would you? Right? So you're buying a business, you're buying debt. Well, move on. I don't care how good they are. I'm not buying someone's debt. I can find something else better. Unless I'm Warren Buffett and I can buy out the debt and move the stock. I can't move the stock, so I'm not going to try. So 1.3 billion in debt. How much cash they got? 170 million. So they can't pay the debts off, can they? So if you go over to the liabilities, long-term debt, 95%. It's all debt. This whole business is debt, which means when I get to it, the score will be like rubbish, right? All right, so let's look at this. Gross margin, 8.5%, but the net margin, the real money, is down 81%. Not very good, is it? Right, so is there a catalyst to drive it up? Well, we have to study the news. We have to read their press releases to determine that. So let's scroll down. Look at this. So profitability scores 43. out of 100. It's not very good. Solvency score, 44. Now, what that means is short-term solvency is okay. So they're not going bust tomorrow, but long-term solvency, not so sure about this. All right. So we're liquid today, but things aren't looking great. What are Wall Street targets? Well, on the downside, on the lowest forecast, 40% down. That's not so good. Average, 97% upside. So Wall Street think it's not very good at the moment, but we have a massive upside. Well, for this, you need to go into the business and look at the catalyst. What do they know? What's going on? Well, this is not a full review. If it was a full review, I'd go into the news, I'd find out what was going on and go, all right, that's why. All right, 415%. So obviously, if there is some good news on this stock, right? So now I'm a little bit, this isn't supposed to be a review. I'm not supposed to be doing a review for you, but let me have a quick look. Yeah, I've got information going back as far as November. I would want something newer than that. So I'm not going to do it now. I'm not going to do a full review. But all right, that's not how it works. So anyway, so there's you just asked me to have a quick look at Beyond Meat. Tomorrow I'm doing your reviews. These are what I'm doing tomorrow. So for a few days I'm going to catch up with reviews. I'm going to do Heineken. If you want a review, this is how it works. If you want a full review, and you get a video out of it, and which promotes the stock. It literally promotes stock, because very often we rank #1 for most things that we cover. So it promotes the stock. We get CEOs on the show. I've interviewed loads of CEOs, and it's great. There's a real advantage to you getting a review. And we'll also do the earnings for you. So it's great. So how do you get that? Well, you've got to be a member. There's the membership link. You've got to be a member. And then you do a minimum super chat of $10 and you get a full review. Now, don't give me a super chat right now because I've got about 20 to do. But when I do it, the higher ones get first. So tomorrow I've got one for $20, Heineken, then Tootsie Roll, $20, then AMPY, TSSS, PSTV, PDTH, Prop, VADRX, Rum, NUAI. Got quite a few. Landbridge, got quite a few. So the next few days, I'll be doing some reviews for you. So if you are a member, it's one of the perks. Also, by the way, if you're a member of the channel, not only do you get reviews, earnings reports, members-only shows, all the CEO interviews are members only. We have the Lectrum event where you can learn. We do a trivia quiz with prizes. We have our big 2000 giveaway. That's for everybody. It's not a members thing. That's for everybody. I will also reply to everyone's comments. So if you comment below a video, I reply to everybody. There's loads of perks. I engage with you on X, Instagram, Facebook, all this kind of stuff. Anyway, right. Thank you. You're welcome. I'm sorry that I didn't give you a full review, High Energy. For that, I'd need to go into their website, read their press releases, and so on and so forth. Anyway, we've got a few minutes before the bell goes.
Listen, I want downbeat stuff.
A quick cup of tea.
The time to talk positive about
I'll have a cup of tea.
It's an industry in transition right now, Jim. There is no doubt when you look at new vehicle monthly payments, and that at the end of the day is what people buy vehicles on. They don't go out and they say, oh, I'm going to spend $50,000. They go out and they say, how much can I afford every month? And the data shows that it's just over $750 on average for a new vehicle payment.
I've had 2 teas back to back.
How are people getting to that or keeping it close to $750? They're stretching out their loans. It's not uncommon now to find somebody who is taking out a 7-year auto loan. And while it's not a big part of the market...
Okay, we've got 7 minutes to go before the bell goes. Let's do some questions. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll see if people can be nice again. We'll go back to members. We'll go back to general subscribers, because we started the show with just a bunch of idiots coming in talking nonsense. We haven't got time for it. So if you want to talk rubbish, go on X, go on someone's channel that wants everyone just chatting and talking rubbish. We just want to have conversation with investors, real investors, real money people. Right. So anyone could comment now. So Iberian celebrates 20 months of membership. I'm loving it. Merry Christmas and get ready for the Santa rally. Love it. Great. Grats, Iberian. Yes, indeed. Congratulations. It's lovely, isn't it? What do you think about Carnival stock? My aunt has shares and is up, and I told her she should take profit. She is afraid to sell because the stock was 71 at one point. That's the wrong way to look at it, Justin. As you know, profit is profit. I don't like Carnival. I worked for all the Carnival lines because Carnival don't just own Carnival, they own all the others as well. There's like CCL is a branch and it owns all all the cruise ships. P&O and everything else. There's loads of them. I've done all of them. But I don't like the business model for Carnival at all. It's not my cup of tea. I've got to be honest with you. It's not. But what you're referring to is she doesn't want to sell it because she'll never buy it 71 again or whatever it was. Is that what you're saying? Never be put off by, what the price once was. I mean, I'm now buying the S&P at the all-time highs. There's not a problem with doing that. You can't just go, well, I can't sell because I can't buy it back for $480 where I bought it like 2 years ago. Well, that's ridiculous. You can't. And remember, it's not necessarily that the businesses have grown. Its money has been deflated. So if a profit's a profit. If you still think there's growth in the business, then hold it. But I don't like Carnival. I could do a full review, but not today. Another long-time member, Iberian Wolf. Yes, indeed. We've got loads. A lot of our members now are coming 4 years. It's amazing. Hello again, Mike. Liz, how are you? I need to sell BYND at low profit. I don't like the business. I've got to be honest. High energy, it's not for me. It's not a business that I can control. So it isn't one for me. I'm not a fan of that business. Anyway, thank you, Martin. You're very, very welcome. Never heard of those, but Landbridge. Yes, today is my first day as a member. Potato family, welcome. Where are you from? Whatever country you're from, whatever language you speak, tell me, and I'll speak to you in that language. Wherever you're from, let me know in the chat. And don't forget, by the way, right, as a member, all the perks that you get. So you get members-only live streams. All the CEO events are members only. If you ever upgrade to Electrum, which is the best value, you get the twice-a-week Electrum events with our game show trivia quizzes where you learn about stocks with prizes and stuff. If you want to ask me a question, you can comment below a video and I'll reply to you. If you engage with me on X and Instagram, I will engage with you. But the only way, if you want to be part of my Discord, we can have a one-on-one conversation. That's the only place you can do that, backwards and forwards. It's on Discord Premium. You can get that now as a member. You'll be invited in. And what else? What else is there? I forget now. Oh, on Friday night, you can have a birthday celebration. So if you've got a birthday during the week, I'll do you a party, a song, happy birthday in the music studio, because I'm the world piano man. So behind me, I do a music concert every Friday. I'll do a happy birthday for you. So you get loads of little perks like that, discounts on things. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. Yeah. I forget half the time what they are. We keep adding things all the time. Right, we got 2 minutes to go before the bell goes. Tea. Standard, it's great. James, it's great to have you back, mate, talking about the tea. These are one of our mugs. Look, I've got the Evtol mug. This is Vaz's mug. If you like the mugs for Christmas, martynlucasshop.com. Look at that. How about that? All the mugs, all the t-shirts for Christmas are in the shop. Anyway. Hi, James Henrik. We got 2 minutes to go. We're getting ready to ring the bell. It's going to be a great day. I'm excited. We're on a break. I'll be right back. They're always on a bloody break. Everyone has their ways of trading. I trade oil. I play volatility in oil. He does, and he's great at it. Good morning, Henrik. I love your set. I wish I'll have one like that one day. Well, if you are a gold member, you have a one-on-one call with me, video call, like on private call every month, and you can talk to me, and I'll help you build a YouTube channel. I'll talk to you one-on-one. If you're a gold member, you can always upgrade and downgrade anytime. We've got 1 minute to go, so yeah, I can help you do that. XRP is pumping. Shall we have a quick look? Well, it's on this news about the news that we're covering today. Yeah, later on today. This is why I'm covering it. No surprise. BYND is a short-term play for me, having 140 on average. Good luck to you, mate. Is it a dead cat bounce? What, an XRP? Well, I think it'll happen after the meeting, really. Then you know. Walker wonders why. Hello. Is your studio in the basement? Does it get really hot in there with all the computers? No, it's not in the basement. It's a whole studio here. And no, there's no heat in here because everything is LED. Everything is very efficient. There's no heat in the studio at all. All the lights are LED. All runs off a solar panel, so it's very efficient, very environmentally good as well. Oh, bloody hell! That screen's refreshed. Come on, come on. How long have I got? Oh, I've got 8 seconds.
Nuveen invests with the foresight and vision to
Flip it out. They've made me. They've made me miss the bell. The market's going up. There you go. Flipping out. I missed the bell. I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
The year is 1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony.
I think CNBC made me miss the bell. Right, let's go for all our positions. Here we go. So, on the bell. On the bell. Here we go, here we go, here we go. So, we got... Can't believe they messed up. The S&P is up 0.21. Virgin Galactic is up 1.32. Up 1.32. What about Palantir surging 1.93 up today? Gold, I beg your pardon. Gold is down 0.3, down slightly. Amazon just selling off on the bell, 0.33 up. Apple, absolutely fantastic. Warren Buffett trimmed his position on Apple. That was a mistake. Up 0.25. Enphase Energy, one of my favorites, up 0.91. Coca-Cola now trimming. That's because we're getting more on risk on now. Take your profit from Coca-Cola, but I still believe it's going to 80 though. J&J down but coming straight back up. Chevron Oil taking a bit of a dive. Tesla up today 0.27. McDonald's down 0.13. Google up today 0.1. Microsoft is flat right now. Meta is up 0.17. Nvidia going back to $200. Love it, love it, love it. Up 1.8. Walmart down. Today, Tilray Brands, just a joke. Rubbish. Reverse splits, no value, gamblers anonymous. Robinhood up 1.87. Rocket Lab is too expensive, up 1.39. Plug Power, Russian manipulation. I know they're always on trying to get me to do stuff for money. I'm not interested. You can't buy me. You can't buy me. It's impossible. Bitcoin up 1.95. Here we go. 1.2%. Bitcoin is rallying. There you go. XRP up 2.26. We're having a rally. And Ethereum up 2%. Very nice indeed. There we go. Woohoo! It's a rock and roll day. Cheers, everybody. Oh, so there we go. There's the roundup for today. Another wonderful day in the market. Another wonderful day to be alive. I'm loving it. Let's do some comments and questions this morning. Let's fade the music out a little bit. There you go. Let's do some comments and questions. Hi from England. I speak Urdu. Do you? Let's have a little look. Are you a member? Oh, you're not a member. If you were a member, I would speak to you in Urdu. Bell and Phoenix, we're loving it. Evtol up 4%. Vaz will be live later with his Evtol special. Jerry and Elba are back. Jerry and Elba are back. Jerry and Elba just gave me a $10 super chat. God bless Martin and Leah and the Lucas family. Have a happy holiday and you all are a blessing. Jerry and Elba, I've been waiting for you, as you probably know, to be live on the show. Jerry and Elba are one of our favourite friends and family members on the show. And recently, they lost their daughter. Sadly, their daughter passed away due to illness. And they asked me, would I pay tribute to their daughter? Would you please, Jerry and Elba, give me your daughter's name? And I'd like to play that tribute for you now. I've had it ready. I have it for you. And it's a special moment on the show. We would like to do this for you because Jerry and Elba have been there, one of our dearest friends and supporting the show. And it's a very sad loss. They lost their daughter due to illness. And we wanted to pay them tribute. So Jerry and Elba, if you could give me your daughter's name, I have your tribute all set to go. And I'd like to do that for you. And I know all the members will share their love for you in the chat. So I'm just waiting to hear from you. So I'll just give you a moment and then we'll continue our news. But we always focus on the people of our show. It's very, very important. So we're taking a second out of the stock market just to honor some of our members here. It's important for those of you who just, want to carry on. We make money because we take care of the family and we take our time. And that's very, very important. So I'm just waiting. I just realized I never closed the curtain. Look, my black curtain. I never closed my curtain. I left my curtain open. I've never done that before. Anyway, so Jerry and Elba, I'm just waiting to hear from you. I hope they come back to you. There's Mike. We got another new member, Richard Gonzalez. Good morning to you. Oh, look at this. The markets are rallying. We're going to get a big rally today on crypto. Look at this. This is because of the meeting that's coming later from Trump. The trouble is, it might not say anything. So people are getting a little bit ahead of themselves. This is what they do. I want information. I don't want rumor. Jerry and Elba, I don't know where you are. We're just waiting for you to give us your daughter's name, and then we'll pay tribute. Everyone is waiting to send their love to you. Look at XRP now. Sorry, Bitcoin now is up 2%. XRP will be up more. There it is, 2.68, 2.7, 2.74. It's going to be a bit of a rally this morning, I think. Let's see.
Position I have for my charitable trust, and I want them to be able
not much going there. Look, 2.62, rallying a bit there. Very nice. A lot of people will start buying now. I don't buy on pumps. I buy when it goes down. I recognize value. Let me go to some of the comments. It's such a shame that Jerry and Elba came in, but they're not responding now with a name, and everyone's sending love. This is a sad. Oh, there we go. There we go. Martin. Her name is Jasmine. But Jerry is having a hard time dealing with this, so I don't think he's able to deal with this. That's okay. We understand. But you wanted a tribute. So here is our tribute. I tell you what I'm going to do to make sure that the trolls don't spoil this special event, special moment. We're going to go over to members only. What I'd like to do now, folks, is have like a book of condolence. All right. So we're going to have a little moment in the show where we're going to play a tribute to Jerry and Elba, who they sadly lost Jasmine, their daughter. So this is for Jasmine. So all of the members, friends of Jerry and Elba, if you would please now say some messages to the family, that would be much appreciated. I've got this recorded. I'll be back in a moment. I'll play this for you now. And our love goes out to Jerry and Elba and all the family. And we're thinking of Jasmine at this time. This is for you.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear, the hour I first believed. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear, the hour I first believed. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
There we go. Special tribute to Jasmine, the daughter of Jerry and Elba. We're a family here, and we focus on taking care of our members and our family members, and that's what we do, known as the Lucasades. So thank you very much, everyone who shared their thoughts and prayers and everything else with Jerry, Elba, and the family. Thank you all. Okay. Life moves on, so that's what we must do right now. You're very welcome, Jerry and Elba, and of course we'll do some more songs for you on the main show on Friday in the music show at 4 p.m. Central. If anyone would like to join us, the link is on the main page of the channel. There are no ads. We turn all the ads off, and we just provide music for you to enjoy. And I hope you'll join me on Friday. Okay, let's continue. So I'll switch it back now to general subscribers. Let's do that. Okay. Right then, let's go for all our positions and see what's what. Get ready for that big event this afternoon. So, first of all, you can see my overall portfolio is up today, nearly $800. That's nice. The S&P is up 0.31. Virgin Galactic is up 3.17. We think this could go to $100. As long as there's no crash, as long as there's nothing bad happens, we can see this happening. Palantir is up 3.8. Very, 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 very expensive stock. I can never buy this because I can't buy an asset which is 1,000 times earnings. Let me explain what that actually means. People just do not understand this. 1,000 times earnings means you're paying $1,000 for every dollar of profit. So a can of Coke's worth $1. Would you give me $1,000 for it? You'd never be able to sell it, would you? It makes no sense. People don't listen. They don't care. They're not bothered. They just keep buying it. So I can't buy that. That's not an investment strategy for me. I don't know what that is, actually. Oh, well, we're buying the future. Yeah, but you can't. You're not buying the future. You're buying into the next 1,000 years of future. It doesn't make any sense. At some point, it'll crash back down again. Alex Karp keeps taking profit from it. This is what happens. But no one listens. They just keep buying it. So the price keeps going up. It doesn't mean it's worth more. Just because everyone buys it, it's not an investment. That's not an investment. That's not even gambling. I don't know what that is. It doesn't make it. I don't buy it. I bought it at $9 and I made profit from it. Anyway, gold was down. Is down today. Amazon up and down. Basically, everything's going to swing. Look, you shouldn't be buying this pump today. No one will listen, though. They'll all buy it. Look, because what's going to happen today on that announcement from Trump, if he doesn't say something about the new Fed chair, he talks about something else, the market will just sell off to buy it back again. Well, if you trade that wisely, you can do that. But I wouldn't be buying the pump. I'd be buying the news when it goes down and then buy it back then. This isn't a time to buy. It's going to pump and dump. So be very careful. We've seen it happen time and time again. Enphase Energy, Coca-Cola, down today, 0.84. J&J also down now. Chevron Oil dropping $1 at 1.66%. Tesla. This is one of the few. Sensei mentioned it at the show this morning. One of the few Mag 7 that is not a buy rating. It's a sell. It's just performance and it's overvaluation. You can't buy it either. It doesn't matter how much you believe in the future. You can't just keep paying any price for anything. That's not investing, is it? McDonald's is down 0.68. Google, great. Now, you may remember I spoke about NVIDIA and Google having the best PE ratios, and I was right. Google, I said to you, would outperform. I'd said it was going to be the best value tech stock to buy, and Warren Buffett bought it, didn't he? A few weeks ago, it was announced Warren Buffett bought that. No surprise. No surprise. Warren Buffett is looking for value. He's looking for a good balance sheet. And we got a good balance sheet. We got a great balance sheet, and Warren Buffett decided to buy it. So there's no surprise there. That's kind of what we expected, and it's happened. Microsoft is too expensive. Meta, I think, is going to $800. I've really seen massive growth recently on Facebook, and I've always said I hate Facebook. I don't get it. I don't understand it. But I tell you what, say what you want, my Facebook is going nuts. I got an award this morning. If you want to follow me on Facebook, join me Facebook Army. There's my page. I've got a group as well. I'd love you to join me. If anyone wants to join me, I just really started doing it now. I've never really bothered before, but look, 1,800 followers. If you want to follow me on Facebook, I'd love to. Can everyone? If you've not done it, can everyone do it? I want to see how many I can get. Anyway, let's have a look. What's it up now? 1,800. Let's see if I can get 2,000. Yeah, all of a sudden, Facebook's making really growing again. Anyway, it's interesting that. It's always worth keeping your eye on these different things. Let's carry on. Nvidia going back to $200. It's bringing the whole market up. Walmart. Now, what's happening with Walmart? Walmart's doing well, but we're taking defensive money. That's why Coca-Cola's down to buy tech. We're going risk on, because if we get this new Fed chair and he wants to lower rates, everybody's going to be excited and start buying risk on assets. So it just pivots. We had a pivot recently, pivot out of tech into defensives. We saw that rally on Coca-Cola and other things, and now we're seeing it rally. So we're seeing it pivot back in again. So that's why, for me, right now, the best buy is the S&P 500. You see, I just glossed over Tilray. It's a joke. Robinhood's great, too expensive though. Where is the bank? One thing I don't like about Robinhood, they keep bringing out and they tell you on these presentations. It's the way things are done now. No one waits for anything. Everyone wants to be the first, and no one does it properly. So we saw that Robinhood keep announcing these different things. We've got a bank coming out. You can get a bank account with Robinhood. Great. I want to get it. Fantastic. And can't. Just waiting forever. Just sitting around waiting to be able to get this. And it's like, it's been out, but you can't get it. And it's like, what is going on? They announce something and it's like a year later when you get it. I don't know why we live in a world like that now. Now, Plug Power. For those of you who followed my story on Plug Power, I was interested in this business because it's a good business. However, I can't buy it because it's heavily manipulated by Russian oligarchs. And when I started talking about it, I was invited to join some Facebook groups. And I said, no, I don't join Facebook groups. I said, because I create content. And when you create content, nobody wants you in their group. They want you to comment on their content. Well, I haven't got time. I create content. I don't consume it. It's what I do, right? I make content. I don't consume it. I haven't got time. So I said, no, I won't join because you won't want me on your group. And they went, oh, no, go and be on our group. Okay. They invited me and they taught me into it. They wanted, because at the time I ranked #1 for Plug Power and I was getting attention to Plug Power. So I started to go in there and I did some analysis. I said, there's a few issues here. I don't like Plug Power's performance, don't like the debt, don't like who's buying and selling it. It was them. So they got angry with me. Oh, why can't you say this? Why? I said, well, you can't tell me what to say. You like my content because we rank #1, or do you just like my content? You like my content because it ranks #1, not because of what I'm saying. And you can't tell me what to say. And I said, this whole thing is manipulation. It pumps up and pumps back down again. And you're all doing it. And it's doing it right now, right? And Oh, no, we want, don't go. We want, I said, no, you, this is not for me, right? You can't, and they offered me money, and then they even came in to my YouTube videos and started sponsoring the videos. Anyone can do that. Anyone watching this show can do it. You can go onto Google Ads and you can promote a video. Most people promote their own videos, right? But sometimes people want to promote your videos because you're talking about their thing, as long as it is what they want to hear. So they did. And one day I looked at it and thought, bloody hell, I've got like thousands and thousands of views all of a sudden, and they're all like 2 or 3 seconds, which tells me it's a call center, it's paid views, not real views. And the geographic was all in Russia. I thought, what the hell is this? I have a Russian audience. I've got viewers in 76 countries or something like that. I think is it 76? Anyway, whatever it is, all over the world. But I haven't got all my audience in Russia. Obviously, 55% of my audience are American, about 20% is the UK, about 20% is Australia, and then it goes down and whatever. This was all Russian views, all 2 seconds. And I thought, someone's sponsoring the video. And that's what was happening. And then they would offer me money. Would you say that? No, I'm not. You can't buy the channel. We run on our members. We run by, I make money from investing, not by promoting nonsense. I can't do that. I can't sit here every day and talk to people and lie to people so I could get some sponsorship money from somebody. Oh, we'll give you 50,000. Every day, guys, in my inbox, I get offers of 30, 40 and 50 grand to promote crypto. I turn it all down. No one sponsors the show other than my members. You can sponsor the show for $99. You don't need 30 grand, right? And I'll just help you because you're my viewers, right? But not somebody pay me to say stuff. That way I can say if Bitcoin's great or rubbish. I'm showing Bitcoin now on the screen. Do you know what I mean? So I want every day when I leave the studio to feel I did a good thing. I love my life, I love my job, and I want to help people, and I want to grow the most honest, real YouTube channel in the world. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm the world piano man who simply invests and entertains on YouTube TV. This is a TV show, and it's open. That's why it's live all day, right? I'm not making videos. I'm just going live, talking to you, helping people out, sharing my information, sharing my contacts. So you can't buy me. And I think most people take the money because if you watch anybody else, they'll tell you this was sponsored by, I've got a training course. Our training courses are free. It's part of the newsletter. It's given for free in the newsletter. Anyway, there you go. XRP going up today, 3.45. I'm not buying this. I'm not buying this at all. Ethereum is up 3.19. I tell you what. I got Jimmy Peebles. I just joined Facebook. Thanks, mate. If you've just joined Facebook, can you let me know? It's a new thing. I've never done well on it. And this morning I got this post from Facebook, and they said you're on fire. Your views have gone through the roof. You're engaged. I think, what the hell happened? Yeah, or everyone's suddenly following me on. They're just promoting me all of a sudden. Here he goes. Here's my Facebook. There's my Facebook page. Hey, I tell you what, for a laugh, I wonder if I can do it. No, I can't. While I'm live, I can't do it. I don't think I can. No, I can't. No. I was going to see if I could... No, I can't. I was going to see if I could go on Facebook, just see what happened. XRP is dead, says... I tell you what, let's open up the phone line, because this is a day today that crypto could all go nuts. Which one should we put on the screen? Yeah, look at it. This could be a day. The announcement comes in a few hours. We think we're going to get a very crypto-friendly Fed. But of course, Trump might not say it at this meeting. People think he is. They're buying this news. They're assuming he's going to say it. They're assuming he's going to say it. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll open up the phone line and we'll discuss it. Do you think it's going to happen? And which coin's going to blow up? Because something's going to happen today, right? Thank you, Eric. Eric just joined. Kangle, everyone's joining me on Facebook. This is crazy. I can't thank you enough. By the way, I don't earn any money on it. Just so you know, I'm not incentivized. I've never earned any money on Facebook ever. It'd be nice to earn some money on. I'm not adverse to earning money on it, but I just never have. I've never been that popular, right? Anyway, so here's the video phone in. Video phone in. Let's have a debate. So you can challenge me, you can question me, you can call me an idiot if you want. I mean, I call people idiots all the time. If you're an idiot, you're an idiot. If you want to call me an idiot, that's fine. I don't mind. Chris Carpenter, thank you, Chris. Thank you, mate. There's the video phone in. There you go. There you go. Right. So if you've just tuned in, we've got a guy here called Philip. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do two things. We'll have a live video phone in. Click on that link. You can call in. Ask me any question about anything, and I'll help you. I'll also going to give you free tickets today to win $2,000. We're going to give away $2,000. If you want to win that, just say win in the chat and I'll give you the link to it. No downloads necessary, no purchase necessary. If you want to win $2,000, just say yes and just say win in the chat or whatever. And I'll do that for you. But I tell you what, I'm going to do something even better because I'm in a good mood today. It's season 5 and we're making loads of money, right? Do you know what I'm going to do? I am going to we're going to spin the wheel. We're going to spin the wheel. We're going to pick one person to blow up. In other words, on a YouTube channel or an X account or a Facebook or Instagram, whatever you want. Okay? So what we're going to do is this. The next 10 people, there's 10 spots in the draw. All right, here we go. Spin the wheel. Let's make somebody famous. Make somebody famous, right? There you go. Spin the wheel. We'll do spin the wheel, right? So I'm going to pick one person on spin the wheel and blow you up on X or Facebook or whatever you want, or YouTube, whatever you want, all right? And blow you up, make you famous, right? Straight on the show. So if you become a member, the next 10 people that become a member. Now, if you are already a member, every now and again, you get a free super chat. It's free. It's like every month, a month or a 3 month or a 6 month or the year. You get like these free super chats. So you can do it for free. So if you are already a member, you can take part. If you're not a member, become a member. So here's the link. Not only do you get all the benefits, the perks and benefits, you can call in because only members can call in, but I'll also blow up your Facebook or we'll repost you. We'll get everyone to follow you, everyone to subscribe to you and all that stuff. You ready? Okay, so that's how you become a member. Not that one. Ignore that one. That's the membership video. There's the membership link. All right. So we'll come back to spin the wheel in a minute. We'll see who does it. Look at XRP, and we'll also have a discussion and a debate. This is the phone-in screen. All right. There's 10 spots. You can be here. You can phone in. We can have a conversation, and you can be on the show. All right. So anyway, let's have a look. Let's read. I already did my super chat. Free member. What, today? Hang on. If you did it today already, you can be in it, Mike. Hang on. I can blow up your YouTube channel. Let me have a look. Where is it? Where is it? Iberian Wolf. Hang on. Oh, yeah, Mike. Yeah, Mike's in. Mike's in. Yeah, Mike's in. Let me do it like this. And so I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to search for it. I'm going to go. There you go. Yeah, Mike's already in. So we got Mike. Mike's got one. Stephen's got one spot. Stephen Lewandowski's got one spot. He's used his free one. So we got 1, 2. Iberian Wolf. 3. We got a member. 4, 5, 6. There's four members left. 4 members left, and then we'll spin the wheel. Look at XRP now rallying, flipping it. Everyone's getting excited. FOMO's kicking in. FOMO's kicking in. XRP rally. I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. Okay. I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. Look at the subscribers rolling around as well. Look at that. That's lovely. Shall we do an XRP rally? I reckon we should do an XRP rally. No, I'll stay as I am. Because that's what this video is about anyway. Right, win. Win, win, win. Okay, some people are saying win. All right, we're giving away $2,000 of XRP. It's $2,000, but we're just going to pay you out in XRP. Thank you. You're welcome, Mike. And we'll blow up, if you win, we'll blow up your YouTube channel, right? But we need 4 more members or 4 more free ones. You know what I mean? Magic numbers. The magic numbers were in yesterday's show, not in today's show. There's no magic numbers in this show. We never advertise magic numbers for this show. All right, no magic numbers in this show. Okay, so XRP song. You want the XRP song?
XRP, always believe in your flow.
XRP song, there it is, the XRP song. Do you know what? XRP is rallying, no question about it. XRP is rallying. This is an exciting day. I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. Right, so you want to win the giveaway. All right, so to win the giveaway, it's completely free. The link is below every video, every live stream. So there's a link. I be in? Potato, I just joined. Can I be in? Everyone can be in. Everyone can be in. In the you just joined. Yeah, all right, I'll put you in as well. Right, there's the giveaway. We're giving away $2,000 completely free to enter, free for all. There's the link. You go on the page, martynlucas.com/giveaway. All right. Scroll down and you can enter. You just got to sign in. So either Google, email, YouTube, so we know you are. So we don't have any bots, trolls, VPN, scammers, any of those things. You've just got to be a normal person, right? So if you try and scam it, it doesn't work. All right. Oh, we got another member. I think we got 2 members to go, and then we'll spin the wheel. And if I'm feeling like it, I might spin the wheel twice. I might spin the wheel twice just to be nice. You've got to join in this show. You can't join on the last stream. You've got to join on this stream or your free super chat. It's up to you. All right. I might pick some more. So anyway, you go down here and you win tickets by reposting or follow me on X or subscribe to Sensei's newsletter for free, the free version. Right? Here's the link for that, by the way. Right? And you can get tickets. It's free, right? You haven't got to download anything, buy anything. Everything to win is free. You don't even need to be a member. We're just too nice to you, right? We like doing it, and we'll pay it out live on the show. Is no one going to call in? Oh, I just followed on Facebook. I think you get tickets for that as well. Yeah, you do. Look, if you follow me on Facebook, there, look, you get tickets for that as well. So go and claim your tickets now. Who was it who just done that? Walker wondered why. Northern. Just followed on Facebook. Northern done it. Northern done it. Right, Northern. Is it Northern? North. Yeah, so make sure that you go and claim your free ticket. Because once you followed me, you can claim 5 tickets. Look, see, you can do all these. We got another one. We got another free one that's just come in. So I think we've got 2 more members or 2 more free ones, and that'll be it. XRP is rallying. Oh, everyone thinks. Oh, we got 5 memberships. Josh Monroe is giving memberships away. Josh Monroe, I've got to fix this. We've had an issue the last few days, and the super chats don't play. It's really annoying. That's what's supposed to happen.
Kevin donated $94 through a super chat. This is a test super chat message.
Right, hang on. This is what's supposed to happen, right? Right, let me try and fix this. We're getting all these free members come in. We've got everything rallying now, and this bloody widget ain't bloody working. I'm going to try and fix it. It's been like this for days now. It's driving everybody nuts. Sensei can't get it to work. I can't get it to work. Let's try again. Right, let's try again. Just for some reason, it won't work. Right. We'll just hope it'll work this time. It's just really weird. It's supposed to work. I can test it, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Anyway, hopefully it's working now. What we got here? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Win. Good morning. Right, I've given you the link to win now. So have we got enough? I think let me count how many we got, and then we'll spin the wheel. We'll spin the wheel. Where is the? Right, we might have enough now. I said 10, didn't I? No one want to phone in. Nobody want to be on the show. No one will be on the show. People say, am I live? And I'm literally showing the clock there. There's the clock and the date. So you know I'm live. Right. In this live stream, is there 10 members? Oh, Oliver's joining. Hang on. We've got Oliver joining in. So guest number 1. Oliver. Lovely. We've got Oliver joining me. Guest number 1. He wants to have a chat. I love it. Here we go. Oliver, good morning. You're live on Martyn Lucas Investor, a fellow musician. You've got guitars behind you. How are you?
I'm great, thanks. How's everything?
Everything's great, mate. Great for talking to you. Where are you calling in from?
Buffalo, New York.
New York, Buffalo. Wasn't that in God Almighty with Bruce? He was called Bruce, Jim Carrey, and he was in Buffalo.
That sounds good to me.
In the movie, I think he was. What's your question, sir?
Well, I'm a XRP investor. I just started recently. I did a lot of research on the company, and I really like the company and all the things that they're doing.
You mean Ripple? The company's Ripple.
Right.
XRP is not a company,
XRP,
right?
Well, XRP is supposed to be at the heart of Ripple. That they're going to use that to run pretty much the whole company. With the banking system.
Yeah, it could be the reserve, couldn't it? It could be the reserve for the bank. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just looking to make some money off the deal, because anytime somebody can get over on a banker, that's a good deal, right?
That's right. Absolutely right. Yeah. So,
well, The question was, I know there's a lot of talk about this reverse carry trade. It's not even a thing, probably.
No.
But I did research on it, and what I got out of it was that the people in Japan, with low interest rates, they would borrow money for practically nothing, or sometimes get paid for it, and then they come to the U.S. and they'd put their money in treasuries or bonds or whatever. I'm not really certain. I'm not an expert at it. But then they would earn money on their free money. But then when their interest rates go up in the country now after 20 years or so, they have to pay back these loans. So they take all their money
Oliver, if I can just hold you there. Yeah. I've got breaking news. I've just got a call in. Stay where you are. We've got Paul Atkins. Big story with crypto. Huge story with crypto. Just happening live right now. Please stand by. We'll come back to you.
That premise, of course, and the financial system that it engendered is rooted in still older foundations dating back to the Glorious Revolution, when Parliament wrested arbitrary power from the Crown and established the principle that property rights would be protected, contracts enforced, and the state bound by predictable rules rather than royal whim. Britain became a financial powerhouse by creating the conditions in which markets could flourish. Our founders inherited that worldview and then forged a more perfect union, perhaps none more than Alexander Hamilton, across from whose burial site we assemble today. Hamilton understood that markets structured properly can unleash the might of American dynamism as no monarch or government ministry possibly could. After all, a free market is a hallmark of a free people. And as Dr. Ludwig von Mises described so well, quote, "If history could teach us anything, it would be that private property is inextricably linked with civilization." So in Federalist 11, Hamilton praises the adventurous spirit which animates the commercial character of America. Quote, "That unequal spirit of enterprise which signifies the genius of American merchants and navigators, and which in itself is an inexhaustible mine of national wealth," unquote. And then he heralds its potential to make America the admiration and envy of the world. So Hamilton saw in that adventurous spirit a precocious young nation whose people could produce their own prosperity. To be sure, he believed that the government must create stable rules, maintain public credit, and reliably enforce contracts. But within that framework, the securities markets would emerge to unlock the most daring mobilization of capital in history. The canals that tied the interior to the coasts were financed by state bonds. The railroads that stitched together a continent required investment on a scale that the world had never seen, creating secondary markets, auditing standards, and the modern corporate governance structure in the process. The steel that built our cities, the oil that powered our factories, and the electricity that illuminated our homes were all made possible by domestic and foreign investors willing to stake their capital on an idea of America still in formation. Now, of course, we must recognize with humility when we as a country failed to uphold some of our most basic founding principles. But by the turn of the 20th century, millions of Americans owned securities and had a framework for the achievement of their ambitions. Indeed, the wealth accumulated through the financial markets became an accelerant of social mobility. As the century unfolded and competing ideologies sought to engineer economic growth from the top down, ours was a model that steadily proved its value on the global stage. The Soviet and communist system of central planning, coercion, mass murder, seizing private property and suppressing private enterprise, for example, collapsed under the weight of its own contradictions, while the American approach empowered its citizens to innovate, to invest, and to build wealth within predictable and enforceable legal frameworks. To redraw the boundaries of the possible by inventing the telephone and the phonograph, the assembly line and the aeroplane, the semiconductor that made computing ubiquitous, internet protocols that connected the world, and GPS technology that then plotted it. Social media platforms that carry information at the speed of thought, and now the new frontier of artificial intelligence that is transforming the way that we live and work. Across this long, sweep of innovation, a pattern emerges with clarity. The great leaps of American life were always produced by a willingness to tolerate and to accept risks within a system that rewards those who take those risks. Our prosperity is no accident of history, nor is our primacy assured in the future. The 20th century was a triumph of economic freedom over doctrines that sought to constrain it. But principles do not preserve themselves. Freedom is not a relic that we inherit, so much as a responsibility that we assume. And in recent years, our regulatory frameworks have veered from the founding ideals that helped the United States to stand without peer as the world's destination for public companies. So for context, Congress, beginning in 1933 with the Securities Act, passed a series of legislation to address the fraudulent and manipulative activity that Wall Street engaged in prior to the 1929 stock market crash. Congress's enactment of the securities laws at the federal level sought to provide more clarity in the markets in the name of rebuilding public confidence in them. After all, markets require trust, and trust requires transparency. Shortly before the Securities Act became law in 1933, President Franklin Roosevelt explained his vision for this seminal statute in a message to Congress. He rejected the idea that the federal government should be a merit regulator, which is the notion that the government approves an offering of securities as sound for public investment. Instead, President Roosevelt sought to protect investors through a disclosure-based regulatory scheme. The idea that companies offering securities to the public should provide all important information about those securities. In short, the Securities Act preserved the Hamiltonian model by incentivizing capital to flow to opportunity based on the judgment of investors, not of government bureaucrats. In the same message to Congress, President Roosevelt explained that, quote, "The purpose of the Securities Act is to protect the company and protect the public with the least possible interference with honest business," unquote. But as the generations passed, the federal government's natural tendency asserted itself. Rules multiplied faster than problems that they were intended to solve, and in its drift away from original congressional intent, the state sought to substitute its discernment for that of market participants. Shortly after I left the SEC as a staff member in the mid-90s, there were more than 7,000 companies listed on U.S. exchanges, from small cap innovators to giants of industry. Yet by the time that I returned as chairman earlier this year, that number had fallen by about 40%. So what happened during those decades, I think, tells a cautionary tale of regulatory creep. A tale that tells us that the path to public ownership has become narrower, costlier, and overly burdened with rules that often create more friction than they create benefit. These trends have eroded American competitiveness. They've locked average investors out of some of the most dynamic companies, and they've pushed entrepreneurs to seek capital elsewhere, either in the private markets or overseas. This decline is not inevitable, nor, I think, is it now irreversible. While there are many SEC rules and practices that have amassed over the decades and certainly are ripe for reform, perhaps none epitomize regulatory creep more so than the voluminous disclosure requirements in the Commission's rulebook today. Over the years, and particularly over the past 2 decades, special interest groups, politicians, and at times the SEC itself have weaponized the disclosure regime that Congress itself created for our marketplace in an effort to advance social and political agendas that stray far from the SEC's mission of facilitating capital formation, protecting investors, and ensuring fair, orderly, and efficient markets. These decades of accretive rulemakings have produced reams of paperwork that can do more to obscure than to illuminate. Today's lengthy annual reports and proxy statements improve substantial costs on companies because they consume significant time from boards and from management and require armies of special lawyers, accountants, and consultants to prepare. Despite these costs, investors sometimes do not benefit from the information because they struggle to parse and to understand it, or they find it so intimidating because of the volume and the density that then they just ignore it. One of my priorities as chairman is to reform the SEC's disclosure rules with 2 goals in mind. First, the SEC must root its disclosure requirements in the concept of financial materiality. Second, these requirements must scale with the company's size and maturity. With respect to that first goal, the Supreme Court has enunciated an objective standard for materiality and explained that information is material if there is a substantial likelihood that a reasonable shareholder would consider it important in making an investment decision. Achieving this goal necessitates restraint and care from both the SEC when it promulgates a rule and from Congress when it directs the SEC to mandate disclosure on any particular subject. Our capital markets thrive not through volume of disclosures, but from the clarity and importance of them to investors. In writing for the court, Justice Thurgood Marshall cautioned, and I quote, "Some information is of such dubious significance that insistence on its disclosure may accomplish more harm than good. And if the standard of materiality is unnecessarily low, shareholders may be buried in an avalanche of trivial information, a result that is hardly conducive to informed decision-making." So he wrote that in 1976 on the bicentennial. In heeding this warning to avoid information overload for our investors, our disclosure regime is most effective when the SEC provides, as FDR advocated, the minimum effective dose of regulation needed to elicit the information that is material to investors, and we allow market forces to drive the disclosure of any additional aspects of their operations that may be beneficial to investors. So in contrast, an ineffective disclosure regime would be one where the SEC requires that all companies provide the same information without the ability to tailor the disclosure to their specific circumstances, with the only view that such information should be consistent and comparable across all those companies. So indeed, with today's numerous disclosure requirements, companies still provide additional information, such as non-GAAP numbers or key performance metrics that are tailored to a company's business or industry and are driven more by investor demand than the SEC's rulebook. So good for them. When the SEC's disclosure regime has been hijacked to require information unmoored from materiality, though investors do not benefit. In his recent and final Thanksgiving letter to shareholders, Warren Buffett highlighted a prime example of this hazard. Any summary I give could not do justice to Mr. Buffett's own words, so I'll quote for you the following excerpt from his letter. So, quote, "During my lifetime, reformers sought to embarrass CEOs by requiring the disclosure of the compensation of the boss compared to what was being paid to the average employee. Proxy statements promptly ballooned to 100 plus pages compared to 20 or less earlier. But the good intentions didn't work. Instead, they backfired. Based on the majority of my observations, the CEO of Company A looked at his competitor at Company B and subtly conveyed to his board that he should be worth more. Of course, he also boosted the pay of directors and was careful whom he placed on the compensation committee. The new rules produced envy and not moderation, and this ratcheting took on a life of its own." So I share Mr. Buffett's observations and concerns, which is why earlier this year, the SEC held a roundtable that brought together companies, investors, law firms, and compensation consultants to discuss the current state of the agency's executive compensation disclosure rules and potential reforms. Somewhat to my surprise, there was universal agreement among the panelists that the length and complexity of executive compensation disclosure have limited its usefulness and insight to investors. So we need a reset of these and other SEC disclosure requirements, and this roundtable was one of the first steps to execute my goal of ensuring that materiality is the North Star for the SEC's disclosure regime. My other priority with respect to the SEC's disclosure rules is to scale the requirements within the company's size and maturity as a public company. Balancing disclosure obligations with a company's ability to bear the burdens of compliance is particularly important where Congress has directed the SEC to promulgate disclosure rules whose costs may have a disproportionate impact on some companies. Of course, this approach is hardly a novel concept. The Commission first provided tailored disclosure requirements for smaller public companies back in 1992 when my former boss, Richard Breeden, was chairman. And that was during my first tour of duty at the SEC as a staff member. And then 2 decades later, Congress, through the Bipartisan Jobs Act, gave certain newly public companies an IPO on-ramp, so-called, and permitted them to comply with some of the SEC's disclosure requirements on a delayed basis. It's time to revisit these concepts that have proven effective and that merit expansion. As part of this effort, the SEC should give strong consideration to the thresholds that separate large companies, which are subject to all the SEC disclosure rules, and small companies that are subject to only some of them. The last comprehensive reform to these thresholds took place 20 years ago in 2005. This dereliction, let's say, of regulatory upkeep has resulted in a public company with a float of as low as $250 million being subject to the same disclosure requirements as a company that's 100 times its size. For newly public companies, the SEC should consider building upon the IPO on-ramp that Congress established in the Jobs Act. For example, allowing companies to remain on the on-ramp for a minimum number of years rather than forcing them off as soon as the first year after the initial offering, could provide companies with greater certainty and incentivize more IPOs, especially among public companies, among smaller companies. American entrepreneurs built the most dynamic economy in history, in part by taking their companies public and by sharing rewards with workers, savers, and investors. That partnership is worth reviving. If we want the next generation of innovators to choose our public markets, we need disclosure that is calibrated to a company's size and maturity. That is driven by market demands, and to the extent mandated by the SEC, that is rooted in materiality and not the whimsical social or political agendas that might exist. So of course, disclosure reform is just one of 3 pillars of my plan to make IPOs great again. A second pillar involves depoliticizing shareholder meetings and returning their focus on voting on director elections and significant corporate matters. And finally, we must also reform the litigation landscape for securities lawsuits to eliminate frivolous complaints while maintaining an avenue for shareholders to continue to bring forth meritorious claims. At the SEC, we've been hard at work on executing on this plan, and we look forward to soon sharing the progress that is taking shape. Raising capital through an IPO should not be a privilege reserved for those few unicorns. More and more public investments are concentrated in a handful of companies that are generally in the same 1 or 2 industries. Our regulatory framework should provide companies in all stages of their growth and from all industries with the opportunity for an IPO, particularly an IPO that represents a capital raising mechanism for the company instead of a liquidity event for insiders. Now, the reforms that I've just outlined are a worthwhile and necessary beginning. They will help capital flow faster and more freely to its highest and best use, which is to say towards initiative and ingenuity. And they will help us guide the SEC back to the bedrock pecuniary fundamentals on which our mandate at the SEC is based. But these are only the first steps in a broader effort to realign our markets with their most fundamental purpose, which is to place the full measure of American might where it belongs, in the hands of our citizens instead of the regulatory state. As we look towards America's 250th year, let us remember that no nation has ever entrusted so much agency to the individual, and no nation has been so plentifully rewarded for it. And yet, even as the weight of history and evidence affirm this truth, some in our society have come to question whether the capital markets remain the most reliable engine for upward mobility. They presume that the politically prescribed allocation of capital is superior to that of free markets. They call to seize the means of production. They contend, often through artful, alliterative slogans, that decisions made by the government are more efficient and more just than those made by the governed. They ask, can capitalism propel people past the circumstances of their birth or background? Can it reflect our highest values? So I, for one, believe emphatically that it can, and that history has proven it. For at its best, capital is the instrument through which an individual can marshal the resources of a free society in pursuit of shared prosperity. It's the instrument through which we can create value in the lives of others by creating value in our own. Indeed, our markets are a deeply moral enterprise because they are a mutually beneficial one, because every exchange holds the potential to lift both parties. because our markets affirm the dignity of the human spirit and liberate the potential to invent, to build, to innovate, and to flourish as no other alternative can. So this is precisely why our work at the Securities and Exchange Commission matters. Because when our capital markets are strong, they amplify that sense of dignity on a global scale. Because no force has lifted more people from poverty, widened more paths to opportunity, or solved more of society's most intractable problems than capital investments through our capital markets. So in the coming months, we at the SEC will pursue the reforms that I've discussed today and several others with the urgency and the care that they command. We will work closely with Congress and the administration. We will listen carefully to market participants and to investors, and we will proceed steadily with the confidence that comes from standing on sound principles and a clear mandate. But above all, we will proceed with a resolve worthy of a people ever agitating to be prosperous. So in closing, I believe that our capital markets are more than just the mechanisms of finance. They are, at their core, expressions of our national character. A character that has compelled generations of Americans to take risks and to reap the rewards, to innovate endlessly and restlessly, to believe that the future is ours to make. So as America's 250th anniversary approaches, the question before us is not whether our entrepreneurs have the capacity to reinvent and reinvigorate our capital markets, but whether we as regulators have the will. In this new day, the SEC and under President Trump's leadership, I am pleased to report that we do. Indeed, I'm confident that we will preserve the promise of our capital markets for the next quarter millennium and well beyond that. I trust that we will summon anew the enterprising spirit that Hamilton divined would be the source of our strength. And I believe that we will ensure that the American story, which began in many ways just steps outside, is preserved not by memory or speeches alone, but by the courage of those who are determined to chart its next chapter. So thank you all very much for your time today. You all have been a patient and indulgent audience, and I look forward to working with you all and to achieving the work ahead of us. So thank you very much. Thank you.
There we go.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Great stuff. And that was great to be able to pick that up. Fantastic. So let's talk about that a minute, and I've got some other news coming as well. So it's all going on. That was great that we were able to catch that. I want to thank Vaz, one of our broadcasters, team members, for sending that to me. I had no idea that was going on. So it's really great that I was able to pick that up. But we've got our interview. We've got a guest with me, so I'm going to bring him back. We've got our spin the wheel as well. I haven't forgot the spin the wheel, and I will react to all of that. So let's first of all go back to Oliver. Sorry to interrupt you, Oliver. That was an important one to break into. I'm sure you understand. So let's continue. Let's do your question. Then I'm going to do spin the wheel, and then I'm going to react to what we've just heard. So please carry on.
Thank you. Yeah, that was a nice speech from Paul Atkins. Isn't Trump supposed to be on today too?
Yes, he's coming up later. Vaz is going to cover it this afternoon about 2 p.m. Central Time.
Oh, great. Yeah, I'm glad to see the cryptos coming up in price. Hopefully this will be the beginning of the new bull market, with the expanded cycle now. Who knows?
Who knows? So you were going to ask me a question. What was your actual question?
Okay, it was about the so-called reverse carry trade. I was suspecting, just from what people were saying. I know you say that's a lot of people are speaking rubbish, which is true.
Yeah.
But I was thinking that could be the only black swan that I see. A black swan meaning a bad thing for the markets. And when I did my research on it, it seemed like that when that happened, when it really was in full force, that the actual XRP would go down in price because it actually works in a reverse type of a situation, but it's only short term. So after that happens and they are able to settle everything, the price goes back to normal and then it goes up. I just wondered what your thoughts were on the reverse carry trade, because I know before you said you didn't think much of it, but I didn't really. We're speaking a little different dialect too. You're from. Are you from England? I don't even know.
Well, I'm in Dallas. My studio is in Dallas, but I'm from England. Yes, let me answer that question. It's all over social media, particularly X. People in the crypto space who just want you to click on stuff, and I don't know. I don't even know why people are so focused on getting everyone to click and getting thousands of followers and I don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense to me. But anyway,
it's because they want money. They want money.
You don't make money from it. I mean, it's. I think it's more to do with people just ego. They just love the fact of follow. We live in a culture where people just follow for follow. It's why I don't follow anybody. If you look on my X account. On all my accounts, I only follow my team, not because I'm a miserable sod and I don't want to follow everybody. It's just not it's just not credible, because when you follow for follow, I haven't got the time to engage with everybody. I produce content, not consume it, right? So there's a strategy where people follow for follow. And what that means is you follow me, I follow you. It doesn't make your quality or what you're producing any good. It's just a cheap way of getting followers. Well, who the hell cares if you've got 1 million followers, but you got no engagement? It doesn't do anything. You're not helping anybody.
It doesn't serve the intended purpose, right?
Right. It doesn't serve any purpose. And trying to get a few dollars out of it, I don't see the point. I think there's much bigger things in life you could be doing with your time. Anyway, so because of that, a lot of people are on X making up stuff. They it's always sensationalism. It's always, the news is always zero. It's going to zero, or it's going to $1 million. And this is happening and that's happening. And if you use the grok button on X, 9 times out of 10, everything's out of context. The video was taken from 2 years ago. That person said that a long time ago. It's not relevant. It's not accurate. And I always encourage everyone to grok me, because everything I say is true, right? So this reverse carry trade is now being attached to a boom in XRP. It's absolutely nonsense. It's got nothing. It's not even, reverse carry trade doesn't even exist. It's not a real term. It's not a real thing. Let me explain what's going on. So everyone's focusing on the big boom, crypto, making loads of money, getting thousands of % in 5 minutes. Let's go get rich in 5 minutes, right? Well, I focus on long-term investing. I do trade a lot, though. I reposition all the time, but I'm a long-term investor, even though I do trade. And I'm looking for value, businesses that I can own, and then sell to somebody with integrity that they now own a great business, which they can now make money from. Not pump something up and then sell it to somebody else. Now they've got a load of crap and I've just got rich and they've got nothing. Because, all the people that bought Bitcoin at 126,000, they're all out of the money right now. So I don't like doing that. I like to build something, make something, pass it on to somebody else, and they've got something great, which they can continue growing. That's just what I do, right? So because of that, everybody wants to get rich and make up stuff. The reality is, the carry trade, of course, affects everything, including XRP, but it has nothing to do with XRP. What actually it is, and we've done a lot of research on this, a deep dive and first-hand experience of it as well. I've traveled to Japan. I understand what I'm talking about. In Japan, they've had a lot of time in history, negative interest rates. So in other words, they're paying you to borrow money. It's negative, all right? And even though Japan is a relatively small country, it's incredibly important to the United States economy. All right. Because of this negative interest for many, many years, or extremely low in other cases, a lot of people who have access, not just Japanese people running around buying Bitcoin or buying Tesla, American businessmen, I can access it. I've got bank accounts all over the world. I've talked about it before. You can access cheap money or free money, as it turns out, because they're paying you, right? To be able to buy American assets. That's great until the rates go up and then everybody gets liquidated. That's just how it works. People over leverage because it's free money, right? So they'll just use the yen, they'll borrow money, access American markets, over leverage, and the moment because the rates are always zero or always flat, and when they go up, suddenly they get liquidated and they're forced to sell. We had it happen last year. It happened live on the show. We had like a 5 to 7% dip very quickly. Great.
Was that the beginning of this carry trade that's going on now?
No. That was like last year.
Oh, it's a separate event.
Right. That happened. Yeah, it happens from time to time. Right. Okay. And this thing happened, and I bought that dip. I understood what was going on. It was great. So all of a sudden, everybody, huge numbers of shares are being dumped. Now, obviously, crypto is being dumped as well. American assets are being sold, right? Now, when the S&P 500 goes down and quality businesses in the S&P go down 10%, crypto goes down 30-40%. That's just the way it works because it's risk on assets, it's more risky, and everybody understands what's happening. They will sell that faster to get out, so it perpetuates itself, right? So no matter what asset you own, if there's an unwind, in other words, liquidation of American assets, everything goes down. Doesn't matter what you own, everything goes down. What can do better, and I've made money out of this, is defensive, like Coca-Cola. I did very well on Coca-Cola. Many of my members made money on that. We bought defensives to compensate because money goes out of high risk into undervalued, and Coca-Cola was at the time, undervalued defensive assets, and then that booms. Then you take your profit and buy back your tech again. That's how it works. It's called rotation, right? So anyway, that's what happened before many times, and that's what could happen again. Now, if we get a full carry trade unwind, if the rates go up to a certain number, right, the market can come down 40%. So 5 to 10% is a correction. Then you go over above that, and then you come to a bear market, and then you come to a crash, right? At 40% is completely doable. Now, at 40%, Bitcoin XRP is down 90%. That's just the way it works, right? So when people are going, oh, it's great if we get the reverse carry trade because XRP will suddenly boom because it's all about cross-border payments and all this stuff. It's got nothing to do with it. Of course, we like XRP for cross-border payments and blah, blah, blah. But it's, again, the people that spout on about it don't know anything about bonds, which is what this story is all about. And they certainly don't understand there are other ways to move money across borders. I do it all the time, and I'll tell you about it right now, where you don't even need XRP. So it's not like suddenly XRP comes to the rescue and booms. You're going to say something.
Oh, I was going to say, even bonds take a hit during a major reverse carry or a reverse carry.
A carry trade unwind. It's basically all the positions are unwinding. They're all being liquidated. That's what's happening. That's why it's called an unwind. They're being liquidated.
Bonds, take a hit. So the best, if you know that's coming, the best thing to do is what Warren Buffett did: is just put everything in cash until it's over. Right?
Well, hang on. When you say bonds suffer, bonds go up. What happens is people come out of stocks and buy bonds. Right.
Oh, okay.
When you say Warren Buffett owns cash.
Well, he's not anymore. He's got
no. He has cash equivalents. He doesn't just sit with a pile of cash. He has cash, but it's cash equivalents. He owns treasury bills, like I do, SGOV. He lends money to the government. Treasury bills earn me 4.2%. Uninvested cash in Robinhood earns under 4%, under 4% now. So you make more money when people say they have cash, real people with real money, like big money, they don't mean a pile of banknotes. They mean cash equivalents. They mean treasury bonds.
Makes sense.
Right? Because it earns more money and it's safe.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Oh, I didn't know. Well, I mean, in school way back when, I mean, they didn't go into depth into economic studies, but they did say, if stocks go down, bonds go up. If bonds go up, stocks go down.
That's right. That's right. Bonds. The bond market is bigger than the stock market, but it doesn't get its face on YouTube. We talk about it because I go live. I'm not making videos. I'm just live all day because it doesn't sell videos. No one's interested in the bond market. Real money is people that I talk to. I've got a friend with Jerry Jones, Mark Cuban. I've met them. I've played in their house as a world piano man. These are billionaires with real money. They talk about bonds all the time. People on X and YouTube, they don't even know what a bond is. It's all about Bitcoin going to $1 million, but the real money is in bond. The bond market is bigger. If the bond market goes nuts, stock market is finished because everybody sells the stocks to buy bonds. That's the way it works.
Do you know how far along the carry trade is right now?
It's already unwinding.
Well, a lot of places say it's already unwound, but I mean it's still unwinding, right?
Well, there's more positions all the time. You don't know what they all are. They're not all they're hidden until we suddenly see it. But yeah, it's unwinding all the time. It's a process that we just as long as it doesn't go too much, you can allow a certain amount because a little bit gets sold, someone buys it up, a little bit gets sold. It's if the rate suddenly spikes. If the Japanese government suddenly spiked the rate, boom, like we had that crypto liquidation, right? Well, imagine that on stocks. It'd be terrifying, really bad. But not for me, it wouldn't, because I understand it, and I'm not sitting waiting for it to happen and go, oh my God, now what do I do? I'm prepared for it. As long as you're prepared for it, it's great.
Talking about their carry trade, and he put all his stuff into bonds. But then I was saying, don't put it in bonds because everything crashes. But according to what you say, he did the right thing.
Who's this? Warren Buffett?
No, my cousin. He's a retired airline pilot.
yeah. Bonds are safe. If you do a treasury bill, you're lending the U.S. government money, and they're paying you 4.5%. You're not going unless you think American government's going to go bankrupt, and if it does, then the whole world's gone to poop anyway. Doesn't matter what you own at that point. But yeah, so it's a good idea. Of course, you don't earn as much on bonds as you do.
I'm sorry. Are they as safe as are annuities as safe as bonds or no?
I don't know anything about annuities. I'm sorry, I don't know.
Okay.
Bonds are regarded as the safest asset you can own. It's what's regarded as a no risk. You can't say no risk because everything's got a risk, but treasury bonds are regarded as no risk.
Awesome.
You're lending the government money. It's 100%.
Thank you for answering my questions. And
you're welcome.
I was actually looking at your website to see if I could get on that wheel or whatever, and I clicked this link, and it just came up.
Get out of that wheel. What wheel? What do you mean?
I don't know, just that XRP giveaway you were talking about.
Oh, the XRP giveaway. Yeah, did you enter it?
I didn't know how to get into it.
Did you martynlucas.com/giveaway? Did you sign in with email or YouTube or Google?
No, I was looking for a sign in, but I didn't see it.
It's at the bottom. It's at the bottom. Just go sign in and that's it. Just scroll down. Okay.
Sounds good. I subscribe to your Facebook and the YouTube, so good.
Now you've done that, you can go and claim the free tickets. Just scroll down the page, sign in at the bottom, anywhere you want, Google, YouTube, email, whichever you want. I don't keep the information. I don't have the information. I don't access it. I don't email you or nothing like that. It just verifies that you're you, not a bot or a scammer or whatever. And then you can enter it. You can enter all the competition. It's all free.
You have to be signed into the website to do this, or no?
No, you just sign into to be recognized in the giveaway itself. So that's the software that we use, which is the official proper YouTube giveaway competition software, right? I don't control it. I don't pick the winner. It will select a ticket from everybody that enters. All you've got to do is go on that page I've given you. It's on my website, but just embedded in my website. And then all you're doing is signing into that competition. So you're like registering who you are, because we can't pay out a prize to someone who we don't know who they are. We can't email you. We can't send you the money. We don't know who you are. So you just got to sign in. So you're recognized, and then I can see you entering the competition. I can see if, when it picks the winner, I can see it's you, and I can email you and say you've just won $2,000.
I guess my question was, when you register, is it registering through your website or through YouTube and Facebook? I don't understand.
Right. So this software that we've got is a software called Gleam. Right. It's a premium bit of software that I pay a subscription to be able to have this software. All right. And I've set up a competition using the software, and all I've done is I put the competition in my website. So rather than go to the link XYZ64321, I've made it simple, martynlucas.com/giveaway. I've put that competition into my website, right? So when you go on that page, that competition is embedded in my website. All you're doing is signing in to the competition. You're not signing into my website, you're just signing into the competition. Just like if you buy a lottery ticket, they have to know who owns the ticket. You can't anonymously own it. I mean, they know it's your ticket, right? And
so when I click the link, you see my profile for whatever I'm on, like YouTube. You would see that I'm there as registered because you see my YouTube username, or do I actually put in my email address?
Well, if you go on the page, I'll just show you. Right, I'll put it on the screen. Right, I'll just put it on the screen for everybody to see. This is the page. Now, if you're not signed in, when you scroll down, if you're not signed in, you won't see any of these things. You probably couldn't see any, right? So up there, I can't hover over it because it will give you my private email. Look, you can see on the screen just over here. Look, there's the email, and I've got YouTube, right? That's how I've signed in, and you can edit, you can log out, whatever, and then I can see all these. So then I can enter the competition. If you don't sign in, you can't enter because it won't know who you are. Oh, hang on, you're muted a minute. I've got you muted on this scene. Let me come back to you a second. What were you saying?
Oh, I was saying, does it say just sign in on that page somewhere and you click it?
Yeah.
Okay.
At the bottom, just sign in. And it gives you the options of email, Google, YouTube. We give
good.
Yeah. So you don't have to put your email in. You can just go sign in through Google, sign in through YouTube, sign in for whatever you like. It doesn't matter which you sign in for, right?
Sure.
And then when you win, we can email you because everything you sign in with is as an email. And then we can go, Oliver won. His email is oliver1@microsoft.com, and we can tell you've won, and then we can send you some money.
All right. Well, Martyn, thank you so much. God bless you. And, I heard you singing before, and that was very nice. And keep up the good work.
Thank you. Very welcome. Good luck to you, mate. Take care. There you go.
Take care.
There you go. That was Oliver calling into the show. I hope that helps everybody else who wants to know how to enter the giveaway. Some people say, I don't get it. I don't know what to do. Just scroll down, read the information. It's all there for you. Right. So that's that. Now I want to spin the wheel. I've got to go off in a minute. I've only got a few minutes. We're over time now because of that Paul Atkins event. So now we're going to spin the wheel. So I said to everybody, the first 10 people to become a member on this show or use their free celebration super chat. You don't pay for it. It's free. I'm going to pick one of you, spin the wheel, and make you famous on X or YouTube if you prefer. Oh, we got a subscriber to the music channel. There we go. You've just won some more tickets, Jimmy Peebles. There you go. Oh, and he's subscribed to Extra. There you go. He's doing it. He just signed in. I bet you he's just signed in and thought, I can claim free tickets. It's dead easy. It is dead easy. Just got to read it. Right, anyway. So XRP is still rallying. That's lovely. I think Bitcoin is still rallying as well. I'm going to give my thoughts on this in a minute. The S&P is going up as well. Bloody marvellous. I've got another all-time high. Here it comes. 285 would be an all-time high. Hey! It's another all-time high. Ka-ching. Another all-time high. $5,000 to $285,000. No drama, no stress, no options, no shorts, no crypto, no margin, no leverage. What about that? All right, live on the show. You see it every day. No videos. We just go live. Right, so spin the wheel. Okay, so here is the show, and I'm going to count 10. So we've got Stephen Lewandowski. He's at number 1. He shared one of his free ones. Mike, number 2. Iberian Wolf, number 3. New member, Richard, number 4. Dan, number 5. Number 6, High Energy. Number 7, Christian. Number 8, William. And number 9, TH1. Have I got any more? I need 10. Oh, there's one spot left. I need one more person to either do a free milestone super chat. It's free. You don't pay for it. As a member, you'll have a free one, or become a member. So I've got one spot left, and then I can spin the wheel. All right, so do that now. And now I'm going to give you my opinion on what's happened today. All right, so let me show you this bit of news. I think everyone's getting too excited. As always, the market always overbuys and it always oversells every single time in history. Wall Street rises as Bitcoin tech stock. Oh, hang on a minute. I've just got to refresh my screens. Got that one there to refresh. This happens. All right. One more, yeah. You got to be a member today. All right. If you become a member the last couple of days, you'll have. Oh, hang on. Is it C Marty? That's a new one. Oh, there we go. There you go. Got some free ones. I got 10 now. I got 10. Right. So everyone's getting carried away about the announcement coming this afternoon at 2 p.m. Central Time, which is 8 p.m. in the UK. We might go live like half an hour earlier. Vaz is going to cover Trump's speech. Okay? He's going to cover Trump's speech, and everyone's expecting Trump to announce the Fed chair, who it's going to be. And if it's the guy we think it's going to be, everyone's getting like all excited because rates are going to come crashing down, liquidity is going to come in the market, and everything's going to boom, and so on and so forth. So everyone's buying ahead of that. He might not even mention it today. So this could be a pump and dump event. I am not buying this. I do not buy pumps. I always buy dumps. I buy with conviction. So Wall Street rises as Bitcoin tech stocks rebound. That's what's actually happening. It's happening on the potential of a maybe conversation, which may or may not happen. But also, we've seen a nice rally today in tech stocks. Apple has just done great today. And because of that, remember, Bitcoin, who doesn't want to be sort of treated as tech, trades as tech. And of course, when Bitcoin goes up, XRP goes up. Everything is kind of linked together, right? Not literally linked together, but it's how it works, right? So let's read this story. Wall Street major averages recovered on Tuesday, a day after a sell-off, as technology stocks rise again and Bitcoin approaches back to 90,000. The benchmark S&P 500 was last 0.4% in late trading. By the way, if you like this news, this is my Seeking Alpha and Alpha Spread Black Friday sale, by the way, at the moment, and you might as well, my links, by the way, give everyone free trials. So you've all heard of Seeking Alpha and Alpha Spread. It's the way you get the stock reviews and analysis. We have free trials for all of it. Without that, you got to pay it, and you get discounts. And it's Black Friday and Cyber Monday and Stupid Tuesday and Stick It Up Your Bum Wednesday. I mean, who comes up with these ideas? I'm gonna have it having it away on Thursday. I'm sorry, folks. I'm having a laugh. Ignore me. All right. The benchmark, anyway. The rebound in stocks was supported by tech giants such as APP, Palantir, INTC, and Dell. Also, we've seen Apple as well. S&P 500 is up more than 5% year to date, heading into December. S&P 500 is up more than 5% year to date, heading into December. I'm up 38%, by the way, on the S&P because I buy with conviction on dumps when the market's oversold and undervalued, not price. That's how I'm up 38%. If you don't believe me, look. The S&P 500 is what it is, but my year to date, 39%, right? Always winning. It's easy to win. Hard part is to keep it. All right, so let's come back to here. It turns out it's also 1 year of a presidential cycle. Stocks have never been lower since World War II. That is a 12 for 12, said Ryan Detrick, Chief Market Strategist, Carson Group. Going back 40 years, stocks have been lower in December during the first year of a presidential cycle. Only once, he added. In addition, Bitcoin is up more than 3%, approaching 90,000 again. On the earnings side, CrowdStrike, Marvel, and among others will report later in the day. That'll be interesting. Over in the bond market, the 10-year Treasury yield rose 2 basis points. Oh, the bonds are rising. That means what were we talking about earlier? While the 2-year yield fell 3 basis points to 3.52. All right, enough of that because we're running out of time. I've got to go. Plus, I want to spin the wheel. So let me give you some links before I go, and then we'll spin the wheel and make one of you famous. So has everyone tapped the like button? You done it? Marvelous. Has everyone clicked subscribe? I hope you have. Have you done it? Don't just say it. Don't just say it. You got to do it. Look, subscribers are rolling around. Look, 106,800, nearly 107,000 today. This is brilliant. This year we're going to get to 500,000. All right. Extremely confident of that, by the way. All right, there you go. I gave you the my ex Instagram, but I also gave you this today because you can win free tickets for this. And for some reason, all of a sudden, I'm getting really famous on Facebook. No idea why. Someone's promoting me. There you go. There's my Facebook. You win free tickets, by the way. It's Christmas, so if you want to get one of our mugs, martynlucasshop.com. If you want to be able to talk to me off air on Discord, there you go. This is our own little community. We have little video calls and stuff like that. You have to become a premium member. Don't do the free one. Nothing happens. You're just a troll. This is what happens. This is it here. Got 198 subscribers, nice and small. This is why we do a premium. We don't want thousands of people spamming and stuff like that. 198. If you click join the server, I kick you out. It's called kick on Discord. Right? If you join here, we kick you out. We don't want spammers. We don't want trolls. We don't want thousands of people going buy Bitcoin. We just have proper conversation. I talk to everybody. You purchase for $2.99. We can't make it cheaper. That's the minimum you can do it on Discord, $2.99. Do that, then send me a friend request. Do not accept a friend request from anyone called Martyn Lucas. I don't send them. I only reply to you, and then we can talk. We have video calls and all sorts. All right? So there you go. There's that. Now let's spin the wheel. Want to become a member? You want Robinhood shares and free shares, or Robinhood USA UK free shares? There it is. Right, let's spin the wheel. Right, where is it? Spin the wheel. Makes one person famous. You ready? Okay, let's spin the wheel. I want some funky music. I've got some funky music somewhere. It's me Irish music. Where is it? I forgot. I've been on holiday. And I've forgotten where I put it. Is this it? This is it. Yay! Time to spin the wheel. Okay, time to spin the wheel. And we'll see who wins. Are you ready? All right, here we go. shoot, dooby doo, dooby doo, doo doo, dooby 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 doo, doo doo, dooby doo, doo doo, bow bow. We have a winner! Woohoo! All right, end the music, Shut up. Enough of that. Enough of that nonsense. Stop! Can't bloody stop it. Right, okay. Number 8. Who's number 8? Who is number 8? Let's go and have a little look. Go over here. Who's number 8? Where's number 8? What am I doing? What am I doing? I can't even remember. I literally can't remember what I'm doing. Oh, there we go. Right. Change that to that. Number 8. Stephen Lewandowski was number 1. Mike was number 2. You'll go, oh, I never win. IBM was 3. Member 4. Member 5. A free one. 6. A member 7. And William Myers, member for 8 months. William Myers, you are the winner. So William Myers, need you now to make you famous. I need you. William Myers, I need you, William Myers, to go on my X, because I think you're on X, right? If I remember correctly. I see you a lot. What I want you to do, William Myers, is comment to this post here so I can find you. And then I'm going to make you famous. William Myers. So I need you. Oh, there, that's William Bond. Very close. William Myers. I need you just to comment. I'll just do it. I'll do it here, look. William Myers, I'm here. You're on YouTube. Do you want me to promote you on YouTube? Have you got videos? Or do you want me to promote you on X? Where do you want to win? Shall I spin again? I ain't got enough super chats to spin again. I'm running out of time anyway. So William Myers, do you want me to promote you on YouTube? Or do you want me to promote you on X? You want to get famous? What do you want? Just tell me now in the chat. Come on, William Myers. I think he's gone over to. Where's he gone? That's William Bond. In X. Okay, in X. William Myers. All right then. So, William Myers. Here's my X account. You know my X account. Right, there's my X account. There it is. Go and comment to the thing at the top. I want you to be the last person so I can find you. All right? Just comment here. No one's commented yet to the poll. Just comment to the poll so I know it's you. All right? Do it now. William Myers. Remember, everyone's got different names, so it's very hard for me to know who's who. It's very hard for me to know who's who. Can I at least get a coffee mug? You can. In the shop. Look, martynlucasshop.com. I'm just waiting for William Myers to comment. There's the shop. We got all sorts. Look at this. T-shirts. For Christmas, mugs, hats, for iPhone cases, hoodies. Brilliant hoodie. Love the hoodie, by the way. Really nice. Anyway, go back to the homepage. Back to X. Come on, William Myers. I'm not William you're looking for. I am not the William you're looking for. William Bond. Yeah, William Bond. Where's William Myers? If you don't do it now, you're going to miss out. I can't be here all day, William Myers. I am not the William you're looking for. For free, because you forgot to add me. I didn't forget to add you. We had 10 in today's show. Potato Family. Potato Family, you will get a free milestone, and then I'll be able to do that for you. Oh, we got some more members. William Bond. Where's William Myers? Where's William Myers? I'm bloody waiting for. He says promote me on YouTube, X, and he's not commenting. Where's William Myers? We got all these people winning free memberships. Oh my God. What's going on? I've got to go. I ain't got time to wait. I've really got to go. So William Myers, you didn't do it. Yes, you picked me though. What do you mean I pick you though? I can't just pick you because you say so. Potato was waiting for months to become a member. I know he was, but I can't just pick him. He didn't win spin the wheel, did he? Otherwise, somebody else would come in and say, well, pick me then, you bugger. I mean, I'll be here all day, won't I? Well, why don't you pick me? I was a member last month. I mean, here he is, William Myers. Here, right, ready? William Myers. He's got 18 followers. What I want everyone to do, right? Remember, this show is all about helping people, loving people, right? Everybody follow William Myers. There he is. There is William Myers in the chat. Follow now, please. Remember, we'll do it for you next time. Right, follow now, please. I'm going to pin it at the top. Right, we're going to make William Myers famous. Let me end the phone in because no one's phoning in. Unpin. Right, there you go. Sorry, I just logged in, so pick me. Pick me. Pick me, pick me. Right, 18 followers. I want him to get, how many people are watching? How many people are watching? We got 300. Let's get 50 followers. We get 50 followers, right? Right, there we go. William Myers. Let's make him famous. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go on here. How do I do this now? William Myers. I always forget how to do this. What do I do? What do I do? William Right, I think that's what I do. I can't remember. It's been ages since I did this. Right. I'm going to go post. Oh, there you go. You have just been Lucas aided. Whoops. There you go. Congrats. Oh, you know what I need? You know what I need? You know what I need? I haven't done this for a while. X. I need to make him a video as well. I'm running out of time here. Bloody hell. I shouldn't be doing this. Shouldn't be doing this. William Myers. Right. Let's go. Let's go William Myers. Right. Okay. Put him on the screen. Okay, ready? Okay. This is what we're going to do. We're going to make him famous, right? Here, 23. 23. We need 50. We need 50. So what I'm going to do, right? How do I do this? Command. I can't remember. What is it? What's the function? What's the function? Is it this one? Here it is. Here you go. Ready? I'm going to make him. Going to make him a video. That's how I do it. You ready? Here we go. William Myers, you have just been Lucas aided. You just won our spin the wheel competition and now we're going to make you famous. So what I want you to do is I want you to share this post with all your friends and get everyone to follow you and comment and reply, and I'll keep reposting it and we'll get you to blow up on X a day. Good luck. Thank you for all your support and congratulations. You always support the show and now it's your turn. You just won spin the wheel. You just got Lucas aided. Right. Now then, that should have saved me a file. So what I do is I come out of there, I go back to X. I ain't done this for a while, so just bear with me. And now, if I remember this right, I've been on holiday, right? Been on holiday. In here, there should be a video. Let's have a look, see if it works. Yes, it worked. Bloody genius I am. Right. Okay, it worked. I'm going to drag that over there. Can everyone follow him, please? Remember, it'll be your turn next. There you go. Look at that. That worked. Lucas, I spelt it wrong. Lucas aided. Congratulations. You are the winner. And I'm going to go Lucas Aids, Martyn Lucas Investor. And we're hoping one day when we're really big that these competitions are going to be magic. They're going to really good. Right. William Myers post. Right. Now then, go back to here. Refresh my screen. That should have posted, shouldn't it? Did I do it right? Have I messed it up? I thought I did it right. Where did it go? Post. Applies. There it is. There it is. Right. There it is. Right. Can everyone, should we go even further? Right. Here we go. Copy link. Here we go. Everyone comment on this. Everyone comment on William Myers. There you go. Don't just follow him. Make him famous. Make him famous. Move to trash. I've got to get rid of that video file. There you go. Don't need that anymore. Okay, good. Has everyone done it? He's got his own video now. Let's see. Just got Lucas aided. Oh. William Myers, you have just been aided. You just won our spin the wheel competition, and now we're going to make you famous. So what I want you... All right, there you go. So become a member. Save up your free super chat so you can do it for free. So next time we spin the wheel, you've got one ready to go. So for new members and old members who've saved up their like free super chat, milestone super chat, you can do it. Right, let's see how many members he had. 24. He got 18 to 24. Can we carry on? Can we carry on? I want him to have more than that. I want to get 50. Just got here. Is crypto back? Yes, it does look like it, at least until this afternoon show. Right, guys, I've got to run. I'm way over time. So let me get out of here a minute. Thank you ever so much, everybody who followed William. It's absolutely brilliant. I really appreciate it. I hope everyone does it. Oh, more people entering the giveaway. Look at this. We are giving away $2,000. This is not a scam giveaway. It's real. Oliver OWJ. Whoops, where's it gone? There you go. I'm in to win $2,000. Absolutely right. It's completely free. If you want to win, we give away money all the time on the show. It's not a scam. It's not a joke. It's real. And people just go, I didn't know it was real. Right? They miss out all the time. There you go. $2,000. Sign in. Take part. Don't download anything. Don't buy anything. Just have some fun and win some money. Right. Okay. I've got to go. Right. There you go. Look at that. What did I literally just say? It's a pump and dump event. Didn't I say that? Didn't I say 10 minutes ago, I would not buy this news? It's a pump and dump event. Well, hello. What happened? That's exactly what happened. What did I just say on the show? What did I just say? A pump and dump event. Well, there it is. Okay. It may be great, but later on, we'll find out. The stock market is pumping and dumping it, playing silly buggers. Well, they're not playing silly buggers with my money because I'm not having it. Anyway, there you go. Because for the reasons I've just given you, Songs for Space, we spent the whole show explaining the bonds, the news, the not the news, and everybody just gets excited and carried away. No one pays attention to the bonds. XRP is not dumping. No, XRP is not dumping. The S&P is though, and that means crypto will follow. Went away by itself. I got the same yesterday. You got the same? Went away by itself. What went away? What went away? Followed. What went away? Anyway, I have no idea. Listen, guys, I've got to go. Listen, this is what's going to happen. Let me end the poll. You all, 58% voted, is crypto back? Yes. 58%, not that many really. End the poll. I think I ran a poll here on the community page as well on YouTube. This is the main place. This is where we rank on Google. And I asked you if you want the link for this. This is on the YouTube channel. Go and vote on this. This is where we rank on Google. So a lot of people vote here. Is crypto back? 70% say yes. 70% say yes. General public, right? Here on the show where you were watching, it was much lower. I'm really proud of that. That means people are paying attention to what's going on. Whereas where everyone can vote like crazy, 70% yes. Okay, whatever. But anyway, let's see what happens. Let me get rid of that a minute. That's good. The competition, 29 days left. Oh my God, not long now, is it? What was I going to do? One last thing. Okay. That's what I was going to do. Coming up later, in a couple of hours, Vaz will be live with the Trump speech. Is he going to talk about the new chair? Is crypto going to continue its pump? Well, we're going to find that out later on today. We're going to be live. So between now and then, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to send you to, whoops-a-daisy. I'm going to send you to the extra channel where we're live 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. What we do is we replay. Oh, there you are. Sensei's been talking about Trump. We replay what you've missed from a previous stream, but it provides 24-hour support, live chat, members only. It's a separate channel. It's the extra channel. It's 99 cents. We've made it as cheap as possible. The reason why we do it is it stops scammers and bots coming in going, buy a Bitcoin, like annoying everybody. It's 99 cents. Separate channel, separate membership. But this is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And the purpose of this is you can watch what you've missed, and Sensei's covering a very important event here with Trump, okay? What you missed from earlier. And the chat is live, but in here, we'll put the link for the event so you won't miss anything. So if there's some breaking news and something happens, we put the link in there. So you can go in there and you can get the link, and also you can talk to each other while you're listening to the previous stream. So I'm going to give you that now, and I'm going to send you to the extra channel, and I'm going to get off. So here we go. Extra. Go and try it out if you've never tried it before. Extra live now. There you go. I'll pin it to the top. Give it a couple of times. There you go. Marvelous. And I shall make sure that I've redirected there. Edit. Next. Customization. Yep, it's all done. All right, that's it. Right, I'm out of here. Congratulations, everybody who's up and making money. Shall we roll the credits? Let's see if we can make this work, because there's a few issues at the minute. Things haven't quite settled in the way we want them. There's a few little things, but we'll try and see if we can get this to work. This is where we roll the credits. Shadoo-dooby-dooby, who is the stars of the day? We're gonna roll the credits. It might not work. Yes, it is. Oh yes, hooray. All right, new subscribers on today's show. Are you ready? We got Bishan, Stephen, Crypto, Joe Manor, Arab, Usami, Crazy. That is our only subscribers today. The public ones. We've had many more subscribers. They weren't public. No super chats that are being shown. It's not working properly. That's just the way it is. But Bisham, Stephen, Joseph, Crypto Commander, and Joe Manor, Arab, and Crazy. Shall we also do the day trader of the day? You love it, don't you? So are you up? Are you down? I am flat. Let's see who wins day trader of the day. I am flat. There you go. I'm flat. Put your overall portfolio, not one crypto coin, not one single stock, your overall portfolio. Are you up, down today? Let me see it on the screen, and let's see who wins. All right, we're about to send you to the extra channel. So let's get ready. Let's get busy. Here we go. All right. Okay. I'm going to give it a couple of seconds. If no one does it, I'll end the show and I'll bugger off. I'll be out of here. Let me turn the spotlight off. Turn the spotlight off. There we go. Fade that out. Another show over. I'll see you back later for the closing bell. And of course, we've got Vaz covering Trump's speech. Up is no good. I need to know what your score is. Here we go. 2.61. Up 2.7. Up 2.61. Congratulations, guys. Marvelous. I see we must have a lot of crypto investors. Their portfolios are doing great. Where did William Myers end up, by the way? I'm going to have a quick look. Where did he end up? Congratulations, William. William Myers is now at 25 followers. He's on the way. On the way. I think you can do better than that, though. There we go. Here comes the dump. Oh, what a surprise. I said it earlier in the show, and nobody paid attention. But you are now. Oh, yes, you are. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, you are. Yeah. Up 2.61. Congratulations. I'm loving it. Up 7%. 1.65, 2.7, 2.5. Everyone's making money. Be careful. Consider taking some profit. All right. The overall markets are down. I'm not in margin. It's not amplified. What's going on? Right, I'm out of here. That's it from me. Have a wonderful afternoon. I'm now going to send you to the extra channel. You've got the link. Come over there now. I'll see you. You'll see me behind the scenes, because if you look here, you'll see me behind the scenes. I am sitting there. The lights will come on. I'll wave to you, and I'll see you there live right now. All right, that's it from me. Sensei is doing some Trump news to get ready for this afternoon's event. All right, I'll give you the link. I got to go. See you back for the closing bell after Vaz, after the Trump report. I hope it goes your way. Remember, crypto could follow this, and we could see what happens next. There's the link. It'll take you there automatically. That's it from me. Thank you very much indeed. Let me get rid of that. Let me give you my final thoughts. It's great to be back. Season 5. We aim to be the most honest, real life channel in the world. Thank you very much. There is the silver play button, which is red today. I'm glowing red just a little bit, but let's see what Trump does later on. Also, you'll notice on the channel we have a verification tick. That means we're verified by YouTube as genuine and authentic. It's important in this space. We're proud of that. We don't make videos. We go live all day, every day, sharing information to try to help people and support people. That's it from me. Click on the link or wait there. It'll do it automatically. See you on the extra channel. I'll make sure you got the link to join Vaz later on. That's it for the Trump report. I'll be back later on. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other.